G'day, DLive! Wow! And welcome back to the Gives a Minute DLive stream for a Wednesday afternoon affair. It has just gone 7 minutes past 3 in the PM for me. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you, whatever the time it is, wherever you're consuming this content. You're always welcome right here on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Looking into the chit chat, I see Charles, I see Niles, I see Davo, I see Trapstrap, and I see Deborah. I see 5 crew and therefore 5 freaking cheerses because everyone gets a cheers when they join the Gives a Minute DLive stream chit chats. This glass, that microphonic microphone, when these two things collide somehow, somewhere in some intergalactic stratospheric atmosphere, that represents the cheers. And I've got no idea why that is either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 freaking cheeses. I gotta get a swig here. Fully parched, bro. Beach days, bro. I'm a little tired. I just got back from a walk. Before we go any further, I am treating this. This is a sty, I believe. I've had it before, and it looks worse now. So I'm treating it with the cream. It hurts to look. I'm not going to lie. It's going to hurt me to keep my eye open. So maybe see how it goes, but maybe we won't do a full 3-hour stream. I don't know. I'm just saying it's not pleasant, but it is being treated. Little red sty in my eye. Little bugger. Get him out of there. Charles, and by the way, welcome to the Gives a Minute crypto stream on a Wednesday. I love these streams. Wednesday is crypto all the way for 3 hours. Cryptocurrency. You want to learn? You'll be here with me. You learn. And we got something that I've got to do as part of my Pulse.Chain preparation. Another thing. There's a bunch of things I'm doing, but I'll talk about that in a second. Charles, good night, Gives. Well, good night. Have a good sleep. Sleep well. Good night, Gives. Niles streaming. Yep. Live streaming, Niles. Davo says King B. You're talking about last night's Coasty. I'm going to say Coasty. I meant Hosty. Hosty with a homosty. King B. We did host King B. Night all. Thank you for coming to Gives channel. Thank you, Davo. And thank you for the lemon. Davo, Trapstrap with a lemon. Thank you, my friend. Oh, yeah. There's a green tea. Yuck. I mean, yum. Think positively. This stuff's rubbish. Still too hot anyway. Deborah, much love. Oh, much love back at you, Deborah. Mwah. Ooh, a little kiss there too. Ooh, you know, it's all right. Through the internet. It's all good. Don't worry. She might be married. It's all good. 12:07 a.m. GA, USA. GA. GA, GA, GGA. You'd have to be an Aussie to get that. What's GA? I've got no idea where GA is. But there you go, midnight for you. Comtech, hey Gives, g'day Comtech, how you doing, man? Appreciate you being here on these cryptocurrency streams because you help me as much as I help everybody else. Cryptocurrency can be a little bit daunting sometimes, a little bit over the top, right? Any word? Hey, any word? How you doing? You spend your pirate chain yet? Nah, dude. Hodl that shizzle, man. Pirate chain to the moon. What are you spending it for? Hodl it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. It's about $2 now, isn't it? $2.30 or something? Hold on to that, man. I think I got a total of about 19. No, you gave me 5. I've got 20. No, I got a... Actually, you know what? I got to check that because the pirate chain wallet, light wallet, was down for maintenance for quite a while. At the end of the month, I always do a tally of what things have been happening on my crypto, and that one wasn't working. Neither was taking out my Theta Edge rewards. That wasn't depositing either, which is kind of weird. Cheers. Well, cheers, Deborah. Cheers back at you. Davo, hey Gives, how are you doing today? I'm doing well, aside from the little sty in my eye, aside from that. And the only thing that's bugging me is that it looks heinous, and it does, like, if I could sit here like this, that'd be more pleasant. But that's hard to do as well. But it's not pleasant to keep that eye open. And Comptech, calm down, don't tell me about the pinhole glasses again. I don't think that'll help this. Maybe it'll help that light thing, but I still want to look into that too on a regular stream, pinhole glasses. Need to patch it and rest it. Yeah, so I mean, I've got the treatment for it, and you know, obviously sleep with the eye closed is probably the best thing for it. I've been caking that shit in. We're family friendly. I've been caking that shizzle in there. It says 3 times a day, so I've been pumping it in there. It's very difficult sometimes not to touch it because it gets a little itchy. And also, I asked, and you'll see this on my YouTube channel, on my Wave a Day, I did ask a question of the givers. Should I open my eyes under the water when I'm surfing? When I'm duck diving, right? Just open it up every now and then and let it flush it out. The reason I asked that is because often eye washes are saline treatment, right? Saline. And what's saline? A salt wash. What's the ocean? That's one big salt wash, right? You know, that's what I'm thinking. So I haven't done it yet though. I've been keeping it close. I'm doing amazing, mate, and I have fun today on DLive with my friend Mayaka. Marika. Oh, that's her name, Marika. Is that short for America? Davo Comtech, g'day, mate. Hey, Gives and Givers. Giggle Pickles. She's back. Giggles, are you down there, or are you just like back in a general sense? Everybody give it up for Giggles. She did have some chemo treatment, and I'm hoping she's on the other side. Gotta love the prostate tea. You know it, Trapstrap. I deny it, I denounce it, but I drink it. I hate it. It's disgusting. There's nothing worse than this. Bottoms up. Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow, what a great taste. Whoever thought of this, man? This is awesome. You fools. It's disgusting. Make a hot toddler. Thank you. Needed that. Oh, you needed a hot toddler. Not too sure what a hot toddler is. I mean, that could land you in jail, right? That's like a toddler in Australia is an infant. A hot toddler? You might want to rephrase that there, Debskis. Giggles, you okay? You call me? Hey, Giggles. Sorry about butt dialed. I love a good butt dial. Oh, sorry. My bum did that. Whoopsie. My typing, you know what I mean. Hot tatty. A hot tatty. You mean like add whiskey and like lemon juice and crap into this? I mean, you know what? Then I'd start liking it, and then the problem would be whenever I have one, I'd be doing that. And you know that'd be a downward spiral, right? That wouldn't be a good thing. That'd be all the way to the bottom if I kept doing that. Pirate eye patch required. Trapstrap, right on. Hendrik, do a gill. Gill? What's that? And be really cool with your sunglasses on. Does Gil even stream anymore? Like, realistically? I haven't seen him for a long time. You need a parrot there as well. Comptech, hey Hendrik. Hey, my friend Hendrik. And by the way, H-Man, well, good morning. Hello. G'day. What's up? What's cracking? Tap, Giggle Pickles. You got a little tap. There you go. Giggles is back. Tap, rapidy tap. Hey, Comptech and Giggles. Deborah. No, not a hot toddy. No, hot taddy. Hot taddy. So, I'm pretty sure I know what that is. It's a combination of, like, medicinal things and whiskey, which, you know. Like I said, I wouldn't want to start that because then every time I go for one of these, I'd be popping that crap in there. And that would be... I already drink enough on the weekends, right? Let's not add to the week when I'm having a replenishing prostate green tea. That's what I'm doing this for. This has been proven to reduce the size of your prostate. It better be doing something for what it tastes like, I can tell you now. Ah, that is beautiful. Wow, what a great taste. Can I get another one? Yeah. Ah, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell myself. The reverse. Whenever I say it's disgusting, I'm actually thinking... whenever I'm saying it's beautiful, I'm thinking it's disgusting, but I'm trying to, like, sort of, like, swap the end of the diode. Is that even a thing? Like, change it around? Maybe it'll give me a red light instead of a green light. And hope... Oh, no, a green instead of a red, and then maybe I'll start enjoying it. But look, I digress. Here on the stream today, cryptocurrency. If you're interested in cryptocurrency, every Wednesday we do this, a deep dive. I will be honest, a lot of my attention right now is on Pulse.Chain. I actually had a phone call or a conversation. By the way, Lockie, if you're watching, hello, laptop. Is the Lucky man watching? Is he probably on Facebook? There's no one on Facebook. Lachlan Sheehan, you've seen him on my YouTube stream, sound engineer with Tracer. He did just send me a random, pretty much out of the blue, well, not really out of the blue, because we did talk about a little bit about crypto with Tracer. Mike's into crypto as well. And I'm assuming Jed would be into it too, because Jed is into most things. But anyway, Lockie sort of just made a general comment. What do you recommend? No, he kind of, I can't recall the exact conversation, but it went something along the lines of, do you pay fees and stuff to transact on like crypto like you do on the stock market? I was like, oh, that's a very broad question. My very broad answer was, yeah, it's a transaction fee like you would expect anywhere. And then he kind of said, what can you recommend? And I just said, look, dude, and I actually voice messaged and said, it's going to be easier for me just to say this in voice form. I'm about to start my live stream. This was yesterday. I said, just do your start researching Hex, start researching Richard Hart, and start researching PulseChain. It's going to be a big step though. Like, I guess that's a question I've got for some of the Hexicans, like onboarding someone from nothing, like actually nothing, like no crypto knowledge at all, trying to get them involved in Hex. It's a big thing to sort of, like, obviously the simplest way to describe it is it's a term deposit, but it's cryptocurrency. That's a very, very nutshell. But then there's the other, like the finesse of it where, the game theory and the longer pays better and the T-shares and all that other crap that makes it super rad, which I just don't want to have to be able to go, oh yeah, this, and this, and therefore you're in, right? So I just sent him a little, and by the way, I didn't know this, but on Facebook Messenger, when you go to do a voice recording, you only get a minute. And I'm rattling off all this crap, and then I look down and it says you exceeded a minute, and I'm like, yeah, no shit. It's going to take me a lot longer than a minute to explain Hex to someone who's never heard of it and never been involved in crypto. So then I did a few more. And the point of it is, Lockie, if you're watching, today is a stream where I'm going to do another thing that I'm doing in preparation for PulseChain. So if you're listening to me thinking, what is Hex? What is PulseChain? Who's Richard Hart? It's a huge thing, and I'm not going to be able to really package it for you, except that the things I'm doing are in preparation for this additional crypto, additional token, Pulse, or additional chain, PulseChain, including Pulse Hex. I think that's just going to be called Hex. The other one's going to be called eHex. It's big, it's complex, but if I can speak frankly, monetarily, financially, oh my lord, the gains I've gained from just being involved in Hex since November last year, wow. Like, that's already, for some people, the gains I've made from being involved in Hex. And I got to tell you, not much down, right? Not much down. About $300 in totes. And the bulk of that came from the Hexicans donating it. I put in about $30 of my own cashola, and that wasn't even my own cash. That was my BTT from DLive, that for that week, instead of staking it, I converted it to Hex and staked Hex off DLive, of course. And I'm just going to put a figure out for you, just to sort of maybe prick up your ears. It's gone down a bit, 80 grand at the moment. That's US too, so that's even more as Australian. And that's just from November. Now, here's the thing: you can't touch that for 15 years, 14 now, approx. So you're in it for the long term, and that's why I said, in a nutshell, it's a term deposit. We call them term deposits in Australia. You might know it as a time deposit or a cash deposit, a time locked deposit. Same situation. You go to a bank. You say, I got a grand of cash here. I want you to have it, and when you give it back to me in 12 months, I want you to give me back $1,100. So I made $100. Same process, but a lot more involved. A lot more ways to earn money due to, and this is one of the ways you can earn a bigger return, because people that are also doing what you're doing, that don't do what they say they do, get penalized. And who do you think earns their penalty? You do. So if someone else, let's say old mate Mug here said, I'm going to stake in $10,000 of Hex for 15 years because I want a nice little nest egg when I'm 65. They do that and everything's looking great. They got their staker app and it's like, oh yeah, this is going along nicely. And then for some reason, now a lot of times people, you know, paint the wrong picture, but for whatever the reason, it could be a very valid reason, right? Maybe they've got health concerns, maybe they had a car accident, whatever the thing is, they need that money. So they do what's called emergency unstake. So they say, well, I can't stake that for 15 years. I only got through 8 months. They take that out. And the penalty that they get, their penalty goes to you, the rest of the stakeholders. And a proportion of it's bigger the longer you stake and when you got in the T-shares. Very, very ballpark conversation. The thing to note, and this is why it's confusing, the thing to note is that is Hex on the Ethereum chain. So that's the existing chain, Ethereum, right? That's how Hex works, right? It works in your MetaMask on the Ethereum chain. We all know that's expensive to transact with because Ethereum gas fees, whatever, right? Why don't you bend over as well? It's very, very expensive. So what Richard Hart's done is he said, well, how about this? Let's fork it. Fork that. And a fork is what it sounds like. It's the splitting up of a chain into a different chain. And on that chain is Pulse. That's the PulseChain. And that's coming. Well, it's actually here. It's already in testnet. And once that goes mainnet, one of the beautiful things, right? This is why I'm doing this stuff now for myself, and you should be doing similar if you're interested. One of the beautiful things is when this forks off and this thing exists as Pulse Hex, get this. You get a duplicate of whatever the E-Hex you've already got. I've already got about 80 grand worth of E-Hex locked up for 15 years. Instantly, I'll get 80 grand on PulseChain. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. I'm not making any of this crap up. This is what's been explained to me since last November, and slowly I've kind of looked into it deeper and caught on, and I've watched a lot of Richard Hart, and I've watched a lot of the Hexicans and the Discourse syndicates and all the stuff that explain this. This is how this thing works. Not only that, though. Not only that. If you have a MetaMask wallet, for example, a private wallet, doesn't have to be MetaMask, but in this case I use MetaMask. Any other tokens on the ERC, an ERC20 token, which is an Ethereum-based token. If you have any others, but maybe there's a few that this won't work for, but the bulk of the big ones, right? Such as Ethereum, right? Any of those, if you've got any of those stacked in your MetaMask, at the same time that this fork goes mainnet, there'll be what they call a snapshot period. And at that point, whatever you have in your MetaMask duplicates onto the other chain. So not just Hex, right? Not just your staked Hex. Any other token. ERC20. Any of them, mostly. There's probably some little lousy ones that nobody's cared of and heard of. They'll be laughed at and dismissed. But the bigger ones, right? The main ERC20s. If you have them in your MetaMask at the snapshot period when PulseChain forks off into the stratosphere, it's right there, right now, it's cruising around in testnet. People are checking this crap out, going for it. As soon as that gets mainnet, whatever you have there, bam! People, if you have crap that's whatever stashed away, get it into your MetaMask. Me personally, I'm getting everything in as liquid Hex. Why? Sorry, not everything. I'm keeping my Hex stakes, the 15-year stakes. They're not getting touched, right? But I'm trying to accumulate liquid Hex for this forking. When this forking happens, at that point, I want to be able to buy Pulse on the Pulse chain. And the best way to do that, I've been told, is with liquid Hex. Because liquid Ethereum Hex, liquid E-Hex, will duplicate straight across to liquid P-Hex. And bam! You can also then do whatever you want with the liquid Hex you've got. Probably stake it, right? This I'm trying not to be. I'm just trying to be realistic about it. Like this is what's happening. This is how it's going. There's no guarantee that this is how it will go forever. But right now, this is what it is. I could walk out of this with over 100,000 Australian dollars right now. I could pull out from it. That's what it's accumulated since November last year. Can you imagine at the end of my 15-year stake? Therefore, I'm not touching it. And what I'm trying to do on this stream is one little thing. I'm going to do one thing here. I've got this, and this couldn't, and I'll get back to the chat. I'll address the chat, but I just want to hit this and then we'll come back. What I'm doing, and I did this last week, I am taking what I would consider, and you might consider them altcoins, shitcoins, other coins. I'm trying to manipulate all of the, I don't have a lot of disposable income is what I'm getting at. I can't be like, oh yeah, I'll put down another $100. I got 50 in here. I'll put down 50 on Hex. I'm not, this is rent, right? I can't be doing that. So what I'm doing instead, I'm looking around the internet for all the little sort of pockets of crypto I've been earning on certain sites, and I'm doing what I can in this period of testnet, and I'm doing what I can to get all those little altcoins as liquid hex in my MetaMask. Now, last week we took out quite a lot. Actually, I was quite stoked with that. It was about $1,000 worth of TRX from Bankroll.network, and I dumped that in as liquid hex. So I've got about, actually, you know what? We'll get to it, but I'll show you what I've got. But about 2,000 liquid hex. What I want to do today, there's a site called COS.TV. COS.TV first came to my attention, ironically, through DLive. DLive was doing some kind of, it was like an integration. I can't recall. I'm denying myself this green tea this way. I can't really recall what it was, but there was something that DLive did where COS TV was part of it. And I was like, oh, what's COS TV? And I went over and had a look, and it's like, basically you get rewarded in a token. It's like the lemon on DLive, right? You get COS. So the COS, or COS. COS is the in-app token. Now you can transact on the platform using this. Let's call it the lemon, right? You can donate lemon. You can donate COS, but you can also earn what they call Vest, V-E-S-T. Now Vest is a. Oh, sorry, sorry, I've got that all completely wrong. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Back up a little. Beep, beep, beep. The COS is the token. On the platform, they've got their own currency called POP, P-O-P, POP. I got that wrong. I beg your pardon. You earn COS through random. There's like a little slot machine that you can play when you've stacked enough POP, which you earn from uploading content and from watching content. Once you've stacked enough POP, you can pull the slot and you can earn COS. That should be their slogan. Stack the POP, pull the slot, and earn the COS. Anyway, once you've earned COS, you can then withdraw your COS to Binance and do whatever you're damn well pleased with it, right? It's a tradable token. But this Vest stuff, so this VEST, that's the third token, if you like, within COS TV. The Vest is it's kind of like upvotes on Steam, the Steam chain. It's kind of like Gaze TV. Where you upvote and you get a content exchange reward, content creation reward. Excuse me, what was that noise? I don't know. Anyway, Vest is the in-app currency that you accumulate from interacting. You get it from people liking your content, commenting on your videos, all that kind of stuff. So I've been accumulating this Vest. Now, the sad, or not the sad thing, but the thing is, the Vest is worth nothing unless you transfer it to COS. I got about 190 US bucks worth of Vest. So I want to convert that to COS, add it to my stash of COS, which is only about a couple of hundred COS, which is not much money. But either way, once it's all together, withdraw that into, it's got to go to Binance, and then what do you know? Get it as liquid hex in MetaMask, ready for PulseChain mainnet. So that's what I want to do on this stream today, looking into COS TV to get that vest as COS, and then from COS to Binance. Now, spoiler alert, I've already looked into this. There is a 6-week wait. So I don't know how long testnet's going to be, but it may not work for me. This process may not work in terms of the timing, but I'm going to start it anyway. Now, let me, and before we do it, we'll we'll take a break. We'll talk to the chat. I want to show you my surfing from today, and then we'll do that. So, honey vanilla chamomile tea. That sounds nice. Mint tea for Deborah. Mint. I got some mint. I should put mint in here. Crypto can be traced. Crypto, can it be traced? Yes. So you have a wallet address. I have all of my addresses, which you can see if you go into my about section down below here. This is the about area. I've got my Tronlink wallet. Where's my mouse? Here. Tronlink wallet, Metamask wallet, and Bitcoin. So if you ever wanted to donate to me in any 3 of these currencies on these chains, there's the Tronlink one, there's Metamask, and there's Bitcoin. And therefore, this hash, these numbers down here, these are the hashes, these are the numbers, they're literally trackable. Like, you can go onto the Tron scan and you can search my address and see the transactions I've made. Now, here's the thing. That's trackable to the address, but connecting the address to the person, well, here's the thing. I've only been involved in this since November last year, so I'm not really that concerned about, and I've not done anything wrong anyway. Like, so if you're a criminal and you're doing nasty shit, sorry, we're family friendly. If you're a criminal and you're doing nasty poop, then you probably shouldn't be telling people that there's my Bitcoin address, right? You shouldn't be doing that. But I'm not a criminal. I'm not doing anything wrong. So I'm happy for people to know that, because I get donated in that. I get donated that way. So, but yes, to answer your question, it can be traced to a degree. Traps, I know very little about crypto, keeping it simple. Have you made a profit? I've already answered that. I have, thanks to Gibbs and Comtech. Oh, Giggle Pickles, you're asking Giggles. Almost like bonds, savings. So, Deborah, this is the difference there. And I do own a little share. I did buy some. I bought GoPro, and they went up, and then they went down, 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 down. Now they're just a little bit down, but I lost. I didn't lose anything, but I bought $400. No, I bought $4,000. Yeah, I spent $4,000 when I was rich. Spent $4,000 on GoPro shares. It was during the Tracer days, and then on tour one time, they went up to 11 grand, and I was like, gimme, gimme, gimme. But by the time I came back to Australia and tried to withdraw it all, they'd plummeted down to like less than $400. These days, I think it's worth about $1,000. I've lost about $3,000 on GoPro. I also bought Fitbit shares, and the reason I'm saying it like that, like up, is because lo and behold, I didn't know this is how it works, but if you buy shares and then the company sells, you just get your shares cashed out. You don't get shares in, like, let's say Apple bought Fitbit. I thought that I'd be then, my Fitbit shares would be converted to Apple shares. No. They came out as liquid cash at some ungodly, ridiculously low level. All of a sudden, I looked on my stocks thing on the ANZ app, and I only had GoPro, and I've got Apple as well, by the way. Bought them a long time ago. I looked on it, I see GoPro and Apple, and I'm like, where's Fitbit? And Fitbit was gone. And I rang the bank and said, what's going on with that? And they're like, oh, that was November last year. Fitbit got bought out by Mr. Blank. And I'm like, so what about, don't I have Mr. Blank shares now? And they're like, no, they get sold. At what rate? Whatever the market was. The market was garbage, and I didn't even have a say in it. So here's the thing. I'm never buying shares again, ever, in any company. Because what's the point? Unless you're trading that. I'm a hodler, right? I'm looking long term. I mean, you could be pretty safe buying Apple shares, because they're not going to sell to anybody, right? Like, no one's going to buy Apple. But a little company like Fitbit, they got bought out by somebody, and my shares just like vanished. Like, that's shit, hey? Like that. Crap, we're family friendly. So yeah, as far as bonds saving, I guess that's the same thing? I don't know what bond savings is. Where do you get to sell your e-tokens and coins? E-tokens. Fanfreak, how you doing, man? I mean all the Pulse tokens. Where do you mean sell them? You don't sell, you convert. You can trade Hex anywhere, right? Or most places. So I'm assuming you'd be able to trade. Is that what you're saying? Where do you trade it back out? G'day Gives and the Givettes. Rob Mac, how you doing, man? Yo Rob, hey Henny, hey Rob, will you be guaranteed the payout in 15 years? Or 80,000, or will the value change to whatever the crypto is worth? Oh, the value changes. The value changes, dude. Trap. That's the volatility of the nature of crypto. So when I bought Hex, it was like 0.04 or something. Sorry, it wasn't 4 cents. It was less than a penny, less than a cent, right? And now it's about 43 cents per Hex. That's after whatever half a year or whatever you call it from November last year. So it's almost a full year, October. Yeah, it's man, that's gone quick. It's almost November. I've been in crypto for 12 months then almost. Yeah, 1 year celebration. Of course, the volatility of it is the beautiful thing, and so this gets into the weeds a fair bit, but the design of Hex is designed to increase. Now you might say, well, if it's that easy to design a crypto that increases, why isn't everybody doing it? I don't know. I can't answer that. But the smart contract, the way this thing works, is it is designed to go up. There's people in my situation that didn't just put $300 in. People put 300 grand, for instance, in. What do you think they've done? They've already bought Lambos. They've already bought houses in this small time pocket, right? From November. I say November because that was big payday, or just before that. People have cashed in and cashed out big time with Hex. They call it Hex flexing. There's Hex flexes out there. I'm not flexing because I've not done anything with it, but I'm looking at the numbers on the screen going, wow, what? And that's why I really want to focus and make sure I do what's right for Pulse.Chain, because it's in testnet. The moment that comes out of, the moment that goes from test to mainnet, it's going to be a bit of a flurry, right? And everybody's going to want it to be there at the very beginning. This is the chance to be there at the beginning. It's pre-beginning. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. This is the beginning, right? This is before anything's even happened. It's in testnet. Now's the chance to, even if you've got $30, it's not financial advice. Look at me. No financial advisor me, no. Just an advisor. My advice would be, if you can, scrape up some cash, scrape up some crypto from other places like COS TV. I've been telling you yahoos to do Gaze TV. We'll do Gaze next week, but I've been telling you about Gaze for so long, right? I've been saying, if you're uploading content to YouTube, you must upload to Gaze TV and Odyssey. Why? You earn the Gaze token. That's an ERC20, that one right there. On Odyssey, you earn library coin just for having a YouTube channel. I've got about $400 worth of Gaze token. Wow! Thanks, Comptech. Cheers, man. And I got about $70 worth of library coin. And I'm not kidding. I haven't done anything to deserve the library coin. All I did was say, I got a YouTube channel. It's called Gives a Minute. Link it here. Okay, linked. Done. I'm earning library coin just for doing that. Now, at that point, you might be happy to leave library coin and watch it grow. Me, I'm going to do this as well, not today, but another time. I'm going to take that library coin. What do you think I'm going to do with it? I'm going to convert it to liquid Hex, get it in Metamask for the Pulse.Chain mainnet. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to round all this crap up and go, there it is. From all these little pockets of internet and all these little things I've been doing, I'm trying to put all that together and go, all right, let's see what this does. If that's done that, the Hex has done to 80 grand since November. Let's see what this does. And either way, you're instantly getting a double. Like if I said, here's one green tea, you hate that stuff. Do you want another one? Bad example, I'd say no. But if it was a glass of vodka, of which this is not, this is water, yeah, I'd have a second one for free. Bam, bingo, do it. Shiba up 70% after Elon tweets. Is that right, Robak? Shiba. So I'm the wrong one to talk to about like these shit coins and stuff. I do own a little bit of Doge, but they say you should sell your shit coins when they start popping, which is what they're for, right? Like you should never hodl an altcoin. Sort of like not how I play it. I'm hodling everything. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm the wrong person to talk to about that, but 70%'s good. That's rad, right? Giggles, I bought stocks in PayPal, my bank, and Disney along with stock. My grandmother bought stocks for me when I was a kid. I mean, that's great. That's great. Vanfrick, if I have, example, 1,000 Gives tokens on Ethereum and I get Pulse Gives, where do I make Pulse Gives into cash? So they'll be the same process, Vanfrick, as right now on ETH. When you have so the terminology is, I believe it's going to be called Hex on PulseChain and eHex, the existing one. So right now you have eHex. You can easily swap that anywhere. I mean, I used Change, what's it called? Change Now. I used Change Now to swap TRX to Hex. So you can go back again, Hex to TRX. You can go Hex to USDT. Then you can withdraw that out however you want. From any wherever you fiat off-ramp, you can do that. So there's going to be the gateway to convert Hex, pHex, into any other coin. Probably a stable coin would be the easiest, and then bam that out from wherever you normally do that crap. If Musk continues to press regulations with his tweets, Hex will be worthless. Okay. We can talk about that. We can definitely go into that another time. But right now, the time is not for fudding. The time is for scraping together whatever you can. And that's what, like I said, I'm not digging into my wallet for this, right? I'm taking stuff off. I'm taking phony internet money that's been flung at me for using certain platforms. I've been using these platforms for about a year. The one that we're talking about today, COS TV, I've been using that for about a year. And I'm taking that and I'm putting it somewhere that's going to go and generate way more income. If Elon Musk tweets and things change and things happen, then we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when or if that happens. At the moment, the focus is what can we do to get ourselves involved in the best way possible? Because let me just counteract this. If Elon does and Elon says and this and that, like I said merely 5 minutes ago, there are people already that are driving Lambos because of this, right? There's already people that have bought houses, paid off their school debts, paid off all their medical bills. People are living. I don't want to be the one to do it, but go and look at Hex on Twitter and look at the Hex flexes. The people are making this shit up, right? They're actually, there's millionaires that were not millionaires this time last year. I'm just saying. Rob Mack, I own 24 million Shiba. Rob Mack, dude. What? Let me congratulate you, and also let me just go over and see coin market cap. How come it doesn't come up there? Jesus, really? 24 mil. You guys can't see this because of my freaking hideous head. Let's get rid of it. Let's search up here for Shiba Inu. Shushi? No, Shiba. I spelled it wrong. How did he spell it again? Shiba. Shiba Inu. Here it is. Second one down. So it's up 70%. It's currently oh man, it's worth nothing there. Okay. 24 million. 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. $526. That's worth 526 US bucks. That's not bad, Rob Mac. I mean, when you say 24 million, it's like, hell yeah. I mean, if that goes, let me just say this, if that goes to $1, well, that carton of beer that you bought the other night when you were drunk won't seem like anything off the back of your neck, will it? It'll be like, what? I'll buy the whole brewery. Classic. So let's, forget Hex. I want to tell you all about green tea. It's really nice. Wow, that's a great taste. It's got this real tangy, bittery. Ah, great. Yeah. Let's take pause here. I'm going to keep this running on all the networks, all the restreams. I'm not going to cancel it. So if you're watching anywhere off DLive, fine. But if you want to converse with me, this is the URL, dlive.tv/givesaminute. If you want to be in my chat, if you've got comments you want to make, this is the only chat that I'm looking at. It's on DLive. Please come down here to dlive.tv/givesaminute if you want to contribute some comments and whatnot. We're going to take a quick pause here. I'm going to show you my surfing from today so I can then go out to the bathroom and take a splash and get another one of these. I'm only going to have one. When we come back, we'll literally go into COS TV and I'll do the things that I've been talking about. And then we'll take some videos on Pulse.Chain. There's been a few extra ones that have been put up recently. I want to learn as much as I can and educate you yahoos. But I almost got barreled today. Welcome back to the Super Quick Wave a Day edit. This section here today was barreling. Did I get any? No. Did I position myself in the correct position to get barreled? Yes. Was my ability lacking? Yes. My experience is also lacking, but my enthusiasm was way up there. What I was doing on these waves, for those that are interested, because it was barreling. Like, watch this. Is that going to barrel? Kind of. Yeah, it's changed a little bit, but so what I was doing was whenever I got a wave, instead of just like paddling, getting up and fanging down it and then trying to do like a hit or something, I was consciously paddling, getting on, and then just kind of like trying to hold back, like right in the pocket at the top of these massive waves. These are only little waves. I'm trying to hold back where the thing might barrel, sort of position myself. And I know I was doing it sort of correctly because on a few of the waves, I'm down like this, and the next thing I know, the board's flipped over my face like that, almost smacked me in the head, but it's popped over. Whereas normally, when I'd fall off into the wave, and the board would keep careering into the beach, whereas this time, it would sort of fall over me like that. And I know that that's because the wave's sucking over, right? Am I about to fall over here myself? So I was consciously doing that, and I didn't get any. But at least I'm doing what I think is correct to get there, so that when the barrel does shape up, I'm in that pocket already. That's what I was doing. Oh, look at this, look at this. See? Yay, 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 yay! And it's gonna do it here too. Yay, 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 yay! What about this yay behind it? Yay, 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 yay! Look at that clean little barrel, see? I needed to be right in that little section. I think I did okay, but you know me, I don't want to be the judge. How about you decide? Wednesday. Okay, slack track's not on me. Awesome. Got no idea what that thing's doing, but I've identified a section here right off the front. There is a section, a right-hand section that's barreling. First wave, not so good. Let's get a better one, right? Let's not call that our first wave.
me. Second wave was better. I'll take it. Looking for that barrel to happen here. That's what I'm looking for. But you won't see it because slack track's not on me. See, I mean, I'm trying to intentionally stay in that section where it may barrel. From watching the playback, I normally go straight up the front of the wave, trying to like tuck up into the little pocket. What's this? Well, so much for me hopefully trying to find like a little barrel here. I'm getting thwarted. I got nothing. I got closeouts. Kind of annoying me. When I was looking at it from the shore, I was like, this is my day. This is my day for real. Yeah. See, that one might have been a potential, but I wasn't in the right spot. I don't know. Guess I just proved to myself nowhere near what I thought I was capable-wise. When I looked at these waves from the beach, I was like, yep, they're all barreling. I should be able to tuck myself into one. What are we now, 40 minutes? And none. And now I'm trying to force the issue on any wave, trying to tuck into anything. Those aren't even words. But I'm out of breath, but I enjoyed that wave. No barrel, but I enjoyed the ride. Also noticed the slack track kind of got me when I got in, like close to the shore. Oh, what it's doing. Wow. Again, no barrel, but I don't care. That was the bigger wave we've seen. Nice space, bit of speed. Loved it.
Yo, what do you say? What do you know? What do you think? What do you do?
How was that? Good? Yeah? Felt good? Maybe tomorrow's my lucky barreling day. I don't know. Either way, this is fun. Getting there, slightly closer to what I'm looking for, which is a barrel. But while I sit down and think about how I can get that elusive barrel, you guys can go back to the live stream.
No, what? You're already back? Ah, man. How about that? I was just trying to tuck into a barrel down here under the desk. No, I wasn't. Probably the closest I've been to, well, I have had a cover up. They call it a cover up, but that was definitely the closest today I've been in a long while to getting barreled. Felt really rad. But we're here to talk crypto, so let's move into the Brave browser here. I'm going to tell you again. If you're not using Brave browser, you might as well start using it because you earn crypto. I'm going to be converting my basic attention token to, you believe it? Can you believe it? I'm going to convert it to liquid hex in my Metamask wallet soon. But here we have, well, let's go to COS TV. COS TV, this is the website. And this is me logged in, so you will see I'm on a trending there. Well, that's nice of them to trend me. Thank you, COS. So this is where it's going to get a little bit... so this site's a little bit weird, right? So you go down to your, on hover, personal center. We're going to check this. The personal center. In here. So what you see here is the COS... So this figure here, can I make this larger for you yahoos? Yes, it's going to go bigger. This pop figure, my pop, 800 pop. This is virtually useless. Only, so you accumulate pop by using the site, by watching videos and by commenting and whatnot. Now this pop you can then use on the slot machine to win COS. And this is the token which is transferable, the COS token. Now, for some weird reason, there's 43 COS in my wallet. However, this on this side, COS.TV account is all the COS I've accumulated. 264 COS and also a little ETH too, 0.0030. But this figure here is what I've accumulated. I'm pretty certain this figure here is what the site, they put this in there. The site put that there to promote usage, I guess, or something like that. The other figure worth noting is this vest. So this vest, I've got 9,965 vest. Now I've earned this vest simply by uploading content and then commenting and talking with people and chatting, and that's kind of like that's my value on the site, if you like. So what I want to do is, and this is what I'm not 100% certain with this, I'm pretty dang confident this COS amount, I could withdraw that today to Binance. It's a BEP20. I could withdraw that today. I'm pretty certain I could do that. What I want to do before I do that, because that'll be a transaction, what I want to do is I want to convert this vest into COS. And I'm wondering if, because it's inside my wallet, not in my COS TV account, these are two sort of separate areas. I'm wondering if when I convert this vest, it's going to add to this tally of COS or to this tally of COS. Not 100% certain about that. That's why we're going to do it. Either way, once it starts bumping across to COS, it's actually it happens once a week, a sixth. 1/6. So in total, it'll take 6 weeks to do this. So that's my bad. I should have done it ages ago, right? I didn't even look at that. And by the way, that's changed in the white paper. It says 12 weeks. So this concept has changed. So right now, I'm going to start this process of converting this vest, and we will see, I guess, next week whether it adds to this 43. See, this 43 has always been there. I don't know where that came from. That's always been there. Forget the chicken and gifting votes. Forget that. So let's go to more. So here we see the vest here. Vest, and this is tells you, vest, is that big enough? Oh, that's too big. It says, vest can be converted to COS at any time with a ratio of 1 to 1. Vest symbolizes your power in the Contentos system, which is what COS is, Contentos. The more vest, the greater the energy value, the more power you have in the following products. However, at this point, I want to do what I can to get as much liquid hex in my MetaMask. So I'm going to convert to COS. So it says here, currently convertible vest balance, 9,965 vest, which is worth about 195 US dollars. So just shy of 200 bucks. Says here, after the conversion is initiated, 1/6 of vest will be turned into COS every week. And only one conversion can happen in one operation. So once you've started this, you're in, essentially. The asterisk, 0.1 vest is the minimum requirement for creating an account, and is also the minimum requirement for the account to exercise power. So basically you got to leave 0.1 in there. So at that particular point, I'm just going to convert, I'm going to leave 0.73. I'm going to convert 9,000, let's get rid of the comma, 9,965 vest. And this is the first time I've done this. You're seeing it here with me. Let's all cross our fingers and hope this works. Let's go next. Just make sure that's right. 9965, 9965. Next. Converted amount, 9965. After the conversion, and that's just the same thing again. So confirm. Convert to COS. Okay, there's going to be a confirmation to my, I guess it's going to ask me to my Gmail. Let's grab my mail client, which is off because I'm streaming. Contest confirmation. There you go. That was quick. There's the number. Enter verification code to confirm. Confirmation. Conversion successful. I understand. So click that. Now I thought that would be grayed out of some sort. Okay. Oh, that closes, that hides that. Okay, cool, cool. Let's refresh that page and see if anything's happened yet. So it still says it's available, but obviously if I went to convert to COS, it would, yeah, there you go. You currently have a vesting conversion, a vest conversion. This transaction will interrupt the conversion and replace this conversion. So we don't want to do that. So I guess we just have to wait now. Davo, thank you, Davo. Wow! Thank you, man. I guess we got to wait a week, see what happens. And then 1/6 of my vest will convert to COS. Will it appear here? Will 43 go up, or will... Where's my... Will 43 go up, or will 264 go up? Now, 264 in the next week will probably go up because I will earn COS by doing such things as this. Pop treasure hunt. This is how you, I'll do this for you right now. So I've got 800 pop and I want to spend the pop to... So basically what you want to accumulate is this token here, COS. This is the trend. And by the way, there's a good little math for you. 264 COS is worth $5.18. So not much, right? So this is small, right? This is small, but I will also be receiving the vest at 1-to-1. So that should be quite nice. But this is the way you can earn COS in the site. Like I said, when you make a video, when you upload a video, when you comment on someone, you earn pop, this token here, this POP. This is the lemon version. Then you can transact, or you can gamble the pop. There's nothing else you can do with pop except get rid of it, gamble it. So you might as well roll the dice and see what happens. Typically, so right there, congrats, you've won. I won 1.7 COS, and I also won 100 pop. So that gets back into my total 420. Now 5 draws, it's out of reach because I've only got 420 pop. So I can go down and go 100 pop per draw, and the rewards are less, obviously, when you're down to 100. So I've just won 50 pop, so my pop value is 370, so I can continue to gamble it. So I'm basically just getting rid of it. So there's another 50 pop, so now my pop value is 320. Let's get rid of it. It's 707. Cheers anyway. Van Frick, 707? What's 707? What's the significance of 707, dude? How you doing, man? Cheers anyway. So I won 50 again, and so my pop Dow is down to 270. Let's see what I win on the second last roll, I guess. Ah, 3 bangs of COS, but because I only bet 100, I only won 1 COS. It's better than nothing. Now I've got 170, so there'll be one more roll. Oh, I just heard 420. Was there a 420 in there? Right, okay, I didn't even hear it. Okay, sorry, man. 420. Cheers anyway, all right. Oh, there you go. And wow, that's interesting. That was worth 1.5 COS. That's cool. So now I've only got 70 pop, and that's insufficient. Watch this. Insufficient pop balance. So that is pretty much, aside from uploading videos, which I've already done today, you upload content. It's pretty straightforward. These are my videos here. These are all the videos I've uploaded. And you earn from each. And I've just uploaded my content from YouTube. And then you get all these notifications. I've got 56, because everybody just makes generic comments like, looks like a hell of a memory. These are all the vestings that I've been earning, right? Saludos. In another language, I'm earning 66. That's these and this and that. So basically, this site earns you money in the form of COS, and in your personal center is where you do what you will with the COS. Sorry, the vest. This is my vest. I'm looking to get that into COS, and then I'm looking to get that out of there into Metamask for staking or for liquid hex to see what happens with PulseChain. Speaking of PulseChain, that's all we can do right there at this point. There's now going to be a 6-week wait to see what happens. And by the way, more than likely, testnet will be here before 6 weeks, or maybe not. Maybe not. Sorry, mainnet. We don't know. See my vest, made from real gorilla chest. So that's COS TV. Let's take a look at someone's video here. This guy is called Big Pep. Best hex strategy for the Pulse fork. So this guy will obviously be able to explain this way better than I have, but this is his strategy for the best return if you're thinking about doing anything with eHex. This guy.
Hey everybody, so there's a lot of discussion right now in Pulse Telegram chat and videos and posts and whatnot about all around this, the Pulse fork, and we're all very excited about it. This video, though, I want to focus particularly on Hex on Ethereum, which I call eHex, and Hex on Pulse.
So the thing to remember there is the eHex, what he's calling it, is the one that exists already. Pulse Hex doesn't exist, but I've heard that Pulse Hex will just be called Hex, and eHex will be called Hex. eHex.
Which I call pHex. You don't like it? Deal with it. That's the way I describe it to keep it clear enough as to which chain I'm talking about at this point in time. Now, that being said, there's concerns mostly around the price of Hex on Ethereum, eHex, dumping or having a severe correction at the fork, and people are trying to get their best game face on, or their mind around this, and what's the best play.
It's a good point. It's a good point, right? Like if you've got two chains, they're duplicating. What's the value of this one if that one's so much better? No fees to or very minimal fees to transact. That one's going to be better, so that means this one's going to lose value. I've said that all along. Hey.
Out a little bit here on my fancy NFT. I know I'm going to get some better equipment when I can afford to. I'm just your friendly neighborhood pleb with a drawing pad, so bear with me. I'm trying to help. At least convey whatever I understand or my thought process in general. So
what's
this
he
is
got
the
here?
Ethereum. This is Hex on Ethereum right now. So we'll just call this eHex. And it's running along here. Well, I should just say this is the ETH blockchain. Here's Hex as we know it and love it today, and everybody is buying and staking and so forth. At the time of the Pulse fork, which is yet to be announced, you're going to have a duplicate chain right here. We'll call this the Pulse.Chain, which we are all very familiar with what that's going to be. It's a separate network with the system state of ETH and all the PRC20s. But again, we're going to focus primarily on Hex in this discussion. So on Pulse, you're going to get a copy of everything you currently have on ETH with Hex in a Pulse version. We'll call this pHex. So what this means, if you've got 10,000, 100,000, a million, 100 million, whatever, Hex, including your stakes, on the Ethereum network, you will get a duplicate of those on the...
Isn't that rad? Isn't that so? That's literally free money. Literally. That's literally free money right there. Whatever you have already in Metamask on the Ethereum blockchain, you will get a duplicate at that forking period. There's going to be a window of time, I think, 5 days, I think.
Pulse.Chain.
People are talking about bringing whatever they've got into MetaMask just for that 5 days and then withdrawing it.
Now the difference is, initially price point wise, is these will launch at 0, but they're not going to be 0 for you. They're going to be 0 until there's some trading to take place. The reason would be for the airdrop having no value, and Richard has been clear that it's because of taxation in most countries where you would have to have a claim on any of these coins you'd be receiving at value. So there's basically no value here.
Isn't that rad? So you're getting a gift of a duplicate of what you already own, but the value will be 0 at that particular point. So it's a gift, not an income, if I understand that correctly.
Mayonnaise! Wow!
Mayonnaise! Wow! Thank you, Rob Mac, for the ice cream and lemon. Cheers, man. By the way, you guys don't have to answer. I know that Comtech's already made this public that he has put a little hex down, but is anybody else involved in this, or am I already preaching to the converted, or is this like, yeah, you don't have to answer, of course, but I'm just curious.
To that effect, but this isn't a discussion about taxes. Do your own research for those types of things.
A duplicate looks good, but why keep locked hex? Vanfrick, locked Ethereum hex, the game theory, dude. That's why you keep locked hex, the game theory. You stake your hex and you earn from everybody else. I'm earning about, I think I earn about, so every T share you own daily, I think it's paying out about 5 hex a day. I've got 17 T shares. So I'm earning about 20, 25, whatever hex a day from doing nothing because I staked longer pays better. But why need pHex? So this is what, Vanfrick, I'm a hex Protestant, but I have staked hex. Rad, dude. Rad, man. But why need pHex? So basically the pHex is a gift. It's literally a gift. We all know right now, if you have a stake ending on the Ethereum chain, you're going to get, it sucks to transact, right? It's going to cost you a lot. So Richard Hart said, this is garbage. Let's fix it. Let's do something else. So you can't get rid of one because people have invested for 15 years. So you can't just get rid of it, but you can make another one that's better than it, right? That's why I'm so keen to get in as soon as possible. I don't even know if there's going to be staking on pHex. I've heard rumors that there will be. I've heard rumors that there won't. I've heard word that it's going to be the exact same process, 555 if you want. I've heard rumors that that won't be there. So it's all a little bit sort of unclear right now. But the main thing that is clear, and Rob Mack, I see you. I bought 2,000 hex a couple of weeks ago for Pulse. Damn. So Rob, here's the thing. This is the way I see it. Even let me just bump off old mate for a second. You've got 2000 EHEX in your MetaMask sitting there, like I've got about that same right now. At the Pulse.Chain mainnet launch, the snapshot window, 5 days, whatever it is, you will then have the option to go up to MetaMask and choose the chain, right? The Pulse.Chain. There you go. You're in there, and now you can transact in the Pulse.Chain. Do whatever you want. Start stakes. If the staking, start your staking, whatever. Don't forget, at the same time, you can also then go back to the Ethereum chain, and you've still got your 2000 that you've already had, right? So you can then go and stake those for 555 if you wanted to. Me personally, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to let that duplicate process take place. Then I'm going to look at the Pulse chain and go, okay, how can I best invest what I've got there now? Then am I going to either convert that EHEX into PHEX and bump that up? So there'll be I'm assuming there'll be a way to go EHEX to PHEX. Or is that silly? Is it worth just going, well, there's 2000 EHEX that's just sitting in my liquid, in my MetaMask. Let's just stake it and cop the fee, right? You don't want to be staking for, hey, Warrior, thanks for the host, man. You don't want to be staking for a day or a week. The way I see it, if you're going to pay 30, 40 bucks in ETH gas, you might as well stake for 15 years and be done with it. That's how I'm looking at it. Transaction fees on ETH is 40, 80 bucks these days. It's gone up, right? A lot. And so that's why Richard Hart said, well, we want to fix this. So the Pulse chain will have very, very minimal fees, if anything, but you'll also still have that EHEX. I'm wondering if that liquid hex that's used for the translation or the duplicate, can I then go, all right, well, I don't need that anymore. Convert that to PHEX. Or stake it on the Ethereum existing chain, lock it into my staking ladder for 555. I don't know. We'll see. But it's exciting, right? It's exciting. I'm stoked you've done it too, man, because we're in the same. I'm going to try to pull a little bit more in the next 6 weeks and whatever, but we'll see. But I'm stoked we've both got similar investments for PHEX. It's rad. But why you want a minimal fee for a lifetime investment? This is a good point, and that's why I'm not 100% certain if the PHEX is even the term deposit situation. People have said that you will be able to stake on PHEX, but it's going to be more for trading, and that's why the fee is so low. Great point, Van Frick. Great point.
So I want to focus on here is the price points that people seem to be fixated on. So let's go back to the ETH chain here. We'll talk about the price point on Pulse in just a second. Let's say at this point in time, by the way, this doesn't stop. ETH just continues. The blockchain goes on. Hex goes on, just like Titanic. Okay, without all the
like Titanic,
Leonardo DiCaprio stuff. Okay, it just keeps going on and on.
What are you talking about?
And functions as the contract code is written. Nothing in there is going to change. But let's say this price point, a lot of people are thinking $1. And the way the market has been behaving lately, that may or may not be realistic. I mean, we're pretty much halfway there, but we're having a real hard time pushing back up to that 50-cent price point. But there's a bit of runway before this fork actually.
Hey, by the way, on a side note, Bitcoin over 50 grand still? It hit 50 last night, didn't it? Are we still above 50? Can somebody check?
Takes place from what we know. So the big concern here is that, oh boy, once this fork happens, this price is just going to tank.
Yeah.
And it may go down to 20 cents, maybe 10 cents.
Makes sense.
Some people are thinking even a penny or less. And then all of the activity, change my color again here. All the activity is going to be around PulseHex because obviously the gas fees won't be a concern and you can just stake away in all kinds of crazy scenarios, build a ladder, build ladders on ladders, whatever you want to do without having to worry about getting nuked on gas prices when you have to end your stake. Sure, that's
51.4. Hell yeah, Rob Mac. That's rad. That's cool. That makes me happy.
Can't forget Bitcoin, old mate Bitcoin, right? I mean, we're all in love with Hex and Pulse right now, but just look over the hedge there and check old mate out every now and then too.
You know, one of the big benefits of Pulse.Chain, no doubt. But the idea is that Pulse Hex, P-Hex, starting here, let's say the actual trading price you get it at, maybe let's 10 cents. I have no idea. It could be a good bit less, it could be a good bit more, but by the time you get to the exchange, let's say P-Hex is trading around here, and then it just rockets past $1.
Wow.
Because now there's no concerns about gas, everybody's fat and happy, all these people that are waiting to get in because, you know, and they're kind of deterred by the gas fees on ETH can now get in on here. Great. And then you've also got a lot of these people on Ethereum, Hex, eHex. Allegedly, the suspicion is they're going to dump all of this value and put it into P-Hex. Well, wouldn't that also drive the price up here? This is
That makes sense, right? Everything he's saying makes sense here.
dollar sign, if you cannot tell.
Trapstrap. All crypto started as nothing with no value. What makes crypto appreciate in value? Limited coins, numbers of buyers. Both of those things. A set amount of coin and the value that people are willing to assign to those coins. Don't forget that's the same with anything, right? Like not just money, but anything is assigned value when those that want it deem that it's worth something. Something so simple like what's the value of a mug? Whatever you think it's worth. $1, $2? Why do we only pay $1.20 for one of these? Arguably, it's quite an interesting piece of porcelain that's been manufactured, but yet you get them for $1. Back 30 years ago, that would be $40, right? So it's the value that we assign things.
Artistic abilities. So, well, first of all, let's say that this, let's say I grant this proposition that, okay, this is exactly the way it plays out. That Ethereum.
Who did that? Def Mike with a absolutely flamingly, freakingly, bloody, marvelously massive freaking host. Hello to the 246 Yahoos that have just joined us.
I just want to tell you how it feels.
I just want to tell you how it feels, Def Mike. Thank you for the triple freaking give, my friend.
Jesus. Bees, ease, cheese, ease, needs, me's, e, leaves, keys, mean, things, these, wings, teas, leaves, me's, these, bees, mean, mind, water things.
Def Mike, appreciate the fat host. How's your stream, man? We right now. Mayunas! Wow! Who did that? Def Mike? Oh, that was Duncan. Duncan Onzog. Hello, Duncan. How you doing? Right now, what we're doing, what I've done just as the starting process today was to convert some of my little lousy coins inside an app into, the process has begun to convert it to Hex. Go fire, go. Oh, I see Beetlejuice with the follow. Hey, Beetlejuice, you followed once before.
I just want to tell you how it feels.
I just want to tell you how it feels. Beetlejuice, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks to the follow, Beetlejuice. I see Go Fire, Go Light 369 with the follow. Hey, Goskies. Thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now this makes you, Mayunas, wow, the latest giver right here on the channel. Mayunas, wow! Now why would this make you the latest giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks to the follow there. Go Fire, Light Fire 369. Rev Jim in the house. Rev Jim, thank you for the freaking triple give, my friend. What?
Jesus. Bees, ease, cheese, ease, needs, me's, e, leaves, keys, mean, things, these, wings, teas, leaves, me's, these, bees, mean, mind, water things.
Thank you, Rev Jim. Def Mike, great night tonight, Gibbs. I really enjoyed catching your streams, bro. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man.
This may take a while. I'm sorry, fella. Love you. Thank you, man. Surprised I haven't been in here soon, brother. Surprised. Oh, well, Beetlejuice. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the ice creams. Craig, Crypto Craig with the follow. Yo, Crypto, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. And now, why would this make you a giver? Allow me to explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. I see a follow from Mateo. Hey, Mateo, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. And now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content. Me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. I see Def Mike, I'm pissing myself. This is great. Thank you, my friend. Mayunas! Wow! Yo, Tedessa, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Huh? What's that? You want to know why this makes you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content. Me, I'm a giver because I'm giving Mayunas you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Mayunas, wow! Thanks for the follow, Tedessa. Tedessa, that's a cool name. You're welcome. Thank you, Crypto Craig. Thank you, man. Mayunas! Wow! Who kept doing that? Carolina Pirate. I'll get to that in a second. What's up, Gibbs? Yo, Charles, how you doing, man? Good to see you sliding in here, Charles. Good to have you. Good to know you. Omega Pain with the follow. Omega, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. I know. You want to know why this makes you a giver? Well, let me explain. Wow! You see, Mayunas, you're giving me your time to consume the content, you see? Now, me, well, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. Wow! And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. Just explain what you do here and who you are. Oh, we've got a little attitude there from Omega Pain. How about you watch and enjoy instead, man? Or you could even go down below my About section and read all about it. Or should we stop the stream and do exactly what you want me to do? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Amigo Pain? Is that why your name's Pain? You want pain from me? You want me to stop everything just for you? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Carolina Pirate, thank you for the lemons and ice creams. Everybody gives a follow. Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm putting on some coffee. Get some popcorn too. Carolina Pirate, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Allow me to explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Wow! Thanks for the follow. Tedessa, thank you. Thank you, Tedessa. Tedessa with the ice cream. Genev with the lemons. Thank you, Genev. Mayunas, wow! Cheers. Camping ain't easy. How you doing, man? Thank you for the lemon. And Deadstar, yo, how you doing, Deadstar? Haven't seen you for a while. P-Mania with the follow. Yo, P-Mania. Mayunas, wow! Thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Huh? You want to know why this makes you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, you see, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minutes DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. P-Mania, Adaptivia. What a lovely handle, Adaptivia. I'll give you a little cheers too. Adaptivia, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. And I know, you want to know why this makes you a giver. Allow me to explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content. Right? See, me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And therefore, you see how we're both givers here. And this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. Adaptivia. I see a follow from Boss9mil. Yo, boss, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Well, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. I know. Why would it make you a giver? Allow me to explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. That isn't Jack Daniels whiskey. What's the brewski tonight? This is just a glass of water, dude. Do you mean that? That's whiskey. That's Jack Daniels. But this is just a glass of water. I'm just drinking the water. I don't have to be drunk to do this, although it's a lot more fun. But it's a weekday, you know. Calm down. Weekdays, take it easy, chill. Don't get too out of control. Amy B. Well, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, I want to tell you why this makes you a giver. Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content. Now, you see me, well, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And therefore, you see how we're both givers here. And this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Well, thanks for the follow. Words! 106 people. Wow! That's a big fat host. Jake's also with a host. Thank you, Jake. You boss, we love Boss9mil. Who are you? Amiga Pain. My name's Benon, but people call me Gives. My channel's Gives a Minute. Alright, here's the thing. You want to know a little about me? I like surfing. I surf every day, and I come back onto the internet, and I deliver a vlog every day. I deliver that on YouTube in the morning, but I also bring a little preview of it here. So if you want to see... Yo, Beetlejuice, thank you for the host, man. If you want to see the surf that I did today, this is what it looks like.
Welcome back to the Super Quick Wave a Day edit. This section here today was barreling. Did I get any? No. Did I position myself in the correct position to get barreled? Yes. Was my ability lacking? Yes. My experience is also lacking, but my enthusiasm was way up there. What I was doing on these waves, for those that are interested, because it was barreling. Like, watch this. Is that going to barrel? Kind of. Yeah, it's changed a little bit, but so what I was doing was whenever I got a wave, instead of just like paddling, getting up and fanging down it and then trying to do like a hit or something, I was consciously paddling, getting on, and then just kind of like trying to hold back, like right in the pocket at the top of these massive waves. These are only little waves. I'm trying to hold back where the thing might barrel, sort of position myself, and I know I was doing it sort of correctly because on a few of the waves I'm down like this, and the next thing I know the board's flipped over my face like that. Almost smacked me in the head, but it's popped over. Whereas normally when I'd fall off into the wave, the board would keep careering into the beach, whereas this time it would sort of fall over me like that. And I know that that's because the wave's sucking over, right? Am I about to fall over here myself? So I was consciously doing that and I didn't get any, but at least I'm doing what I think is correct to get there, so that when the barrel does shape up, I'm in that pocket already. That's what I was doing. Oh, look at this, look at this. See? Yay, 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 yay! And it's gonna do it here too. Yay, 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 yay! What about this yee behind it? Yee, 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 yee! Look at that, clean little barrel, see? I needed to be right in that little section. I think I did okay, but you know me, I don't want to be the judge. How about you decide?
Wednesday. Okay, slack track's not on me. Awesome. Got no idea what that thing's doing, but I've identified a section here right up the front. There is a section, a right-hand section that's barreling. First wave, not so good. Let's get a better one, right? Let's not call that our first wave. Well, okay, second wave was better. I'll take it. Looking for that barrel to happen here. That's what I'm looking for. But you won't see it because slack track's not on me. See, I mean, I'm trying to intentionally stay in that section where it may barrel. From watching the playback, I normally go straight up the front of the wave, trying to like tuck up into the little pocket. What's this? So much for me hopefully trying to find like a little barrel here. I'm getting thwarted. I got nothing. I got closeouts. Kind of annoying me. When I was looking at it from the shore, I was like, this is my day. This is my day for real. Yeah. See, that one might have been a potential, but I wasn't in the right spot. I don't know. Guess I just proved to myself nowhere near what I thought I was capable-wise. When I looked at these waves from the beach, I was like, yep, they're all barreling. I should be able to tuck myself into one. What are we now, 40 minutes? And none. And now I'm trying to force the issue on any wave, trying to tuck into anything. Those aren't even words. But I'm out of breath, but I enjoyed that wave. No barrel, but I enjoyed the ride. Also noticed the slack track kind of got me when I got in, like close to shore. Oh, what it's doing. Again, no barrel, but I don't care. That was the bigger wave we've seen. Nice space, bit of speed. Loved it.
Hey, yo, what do you say? What do you know? What do you think? What do you do? How was that? Good? Yeah? Felt good? Maybe tomorrow's my lucky barreling day. I don't know. Either way, this is fun. Getting there, slightly closer to what I'm looking for, which is a barrel. But while I sit down and think about how I can get that elusive barrel, you guys can go back to the live stream.
Be the closest I've been, and I felt pretty confident. But I mean, tomorrow, yeah, it's going to be the same tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, I checked the chart earlier. Yeah, probably about 8:30, maybe a little earlier if the tide's still high. Yeah. I'll look for you. If you're going to ride your bike or your car. Yeah, okay. I'll keep an eye out. What's that? No, I'm just live right now. Dude, I gotta go, man. Hang on one second. I'll be back with you in a sec. I gotta go, man. I'm live. They're watching the clip and it's over. Yeah. Yep. No, I've got to go, man. I'm literally live right now. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. See ya. Can never get this thing to turn off. Sorry about that, folks. Just got a little psyched up for tomorrow's surf. In the Chisel chat, you like Oki. I do love octopus. I'm assuming octopus. It looks beautiful out there, Genev. It is beautiful. Very, very, very fortunate to live. And might I announce too that that ocean, which you just saw, is quite literally within 50 meters from here. Yeah, it will be 50 meters. I miss the ocean living in Tennessee, but Tedessa, you're in Tennessee. You got access to the Jack Daniels distillery, which we don't have access to. Yo, Danavilia, Danavale, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Why would this make you a giver? Allow me to explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. Genev says that's one reason why I won't leave Cali. The ocean does look more beautiful in Australia. The waters here, it's certainly very, very clear, very nice. No pollution. There's nothing in the water that can hurt you. Everything in the water can hurt you. Let me tell you about that. Closing out, looks like a low tide. That was actually on the way out. That was from a full tide going out. So that wasn't low tide at that point. Good stuff, man. Thank you, Beetlejuice. Thank you. He's talking to a surge protector? No, this is the iPhone 27. They've given this to me to review. I'm doing a series of tests with it for YouTube. Surge protector. What's a surge protector? Every Aussie knows who Oki is. Mark Ocalippo. Oh, okay. I don't know much about the guy. Yeah. I know he's a surfer, and I know of him, but I don't know much about him. Oh, no! Okay, hold on. Okay, there's a thing. We've got a new thing
A new thing that's plaguing me. It's frustrating. Oh man. So what just happened then, which you might not have seen anything untoward. Well, you might have seen a little stuttering. What just happened? And this is a Mac issue, I'm afraid. All of my monitors disconnected. All of them. Every single monitor just blanked off. This is the thing that's known to happen with Macs. I'm just trying to load everything back up here. I guess the good thing about it is that it doesn't kill everything, but it is a little frustrating. It did kill the it killed my chat. Shee, where's my chisel chat? Okay, let me fix this. Took the chat off my screen. That sucks. And we also lost this. Wow, that's weird. Why did it do that? Hold on. That's weird. I need to... Yo, keep that down. Okay, that's weird. I can't quite access... What? Awesome. Awesome timing for this to happen. I can't even see my Firefox now. Why is that? Where is my freaking... I don't have a status bar. I don't have a status bar on any of my screens. What? That's weird. I don't have a status bar on any of my screens. Okay, there it is. Wow, that was weird. It's hidden? What? Okay, let me just quit Firefox. Oh man. What the hell is going on here? I apologize for this. Once this happens, I'm a bit stuck, to be completely frank. Once this starts going down, I don't know what to do to fix it. But I will give... I'm quitting it. I'm quitting. Ah, I've done it again. Are you serious? Yo, 6 Undertaker. Thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. There was a Mac update yesterday. I checked up our Macs today. I didn't actually upgrade. I'm still on Catalina, I believe. Let me just open my door here. It's getting warm in here. Hold on a second. Yeah, I didn't update my my Mac, and I refused to update it. But this issue of the... So what it is I've got HDMI monitors, and one of them DisplayPort, blah, blah, blah. And there is... It's a thing, right? There's a known issue where sometimes so what happens, the result is all of my monitors just go black for a period of time and then they come back to life. Now, if you run a dual monitor setup on a laptop, you'll know what that looks like. What happens is typically if you turn a monitor off, your laptop will kind of flicker for a bit and then it will realize that, oh, it's only one monitor, and so it's the laptop. So what happens is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, including the laptop. What happens is when that random disconnect, bingo, right there. Seriously, it did it again right now. And when it comes back in all weird manner, like everything's on the wrong desktop. Like literally my OBS is nowhere to be seen now. What the Apple? What is going on? So I don't have an answer for this. I don't have a remedy. I don't have a solution. I don't even understand it. But it's a thing. It's a thing that's bugging me. And I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to deal with it on the fly. That's 3 times in a row. I saw you freeze momentarily. Yeah, and what that is, that's OBS just going, what monitor are we using now? That's what's happening there. I still don't have access to the video we were watching. Comments are back now. Comments have always been there. I gotta quit Firefox, but then I won't. Dude, what, like, okay, quit it. Quit that shit. Load it back up. Bizarre, man. Really bizarre. Okay, well that did fix it. Just didn't give me a status bar. Okay, so what we were doing, we were watching this video, and we're going to continue with it, and I don't know where we were at because it quit on me. I'm going to assume we were about, he was talking about, so for those that have just joined us, or for those that did join us before the host or during the host, we're doing a cryptocurrency stream. We're looking at the best practice, or we're looking at getting our stuff together. Does anybody know what Pulse.Chain is? Does anybody know what Hex is? Do I have to go back to the very beginning and explain that? I hope not. Either way, at this particular point in time, it would behoove you, not financial advice, it would behoove you to have some liquid Hex in Metamask. That'll do it for the time being. And this video is kind of talking a little about that.
No, there's a lot of discussion right now in the Pulse Telegram chat, or less, and then all of the activity. Change my color again here.
Yeah, I think that's where
all the activity is going to be around Pulse Hex, because obviously the gas fees won't be a concern, and you can just stake away in all kinds of crazy scenarios, build a ladder, build ladders on ladders, whatever you want to do,
ladders on ladders,
without having to worry about getting nuked on gas prices when you have to end your stake. Sure, that's a one of the big benefits of Pulse.Chain, no doubt. But the idea is that Pulse Hex, P-Hex, starting here, let's say the actual trading price you get it at, maybe let's 10 cents. I have no idea. It could be a good bit less, it could be a good bit more, but by the time you get to the exchange, let's say P-Hex is trading around here, and then it just rockets past $1. Because now there's no concerns about gas, everybody's fat and happy, all these people that are waiting to get in because, and they're kind of deterred by the gas fees on ETH, can now get in on here. Great. And then you've also got a lot of these people on Ethereum, Hex, eHex. Allegedly, the suspicion is they're going to dump all of this value and put it in a P-Hex. Well, wouldn't that also drive the price up here? This is a dollar sign, if you cannot tell.
So this is where we got to, I believe.
Fantastic artistic abilities. So, well, first of all, let's say that this, let's say I grant this proposition that, okay, this is exactly the way it plays out, that Ethereum Hex just gets nuked, and we'll talk about recovery in a minute, and then all the energy goes over here to the Pulse version of Hex. Well, look at the price I just put here, $1.50. You're already up well beyond where it was at the fork, so all these people worried about this event, you're going to get your copy over here, and you would actually have price performance beyond that. But let's say you just hit parity there. Let's say it was even just $1. You aren't losing anything. In fact, this is a scenario where the two halves could still be worth more than the whole, because any of these price points would be above and beyond that. I have a hard time believing that Hex on Pulse, P-Hex, will not hit parity with wherever it forks from, whatever price it is here at the fork, within 24 to 48 hours. There's so much anticipation and excitement. And it may go a little longer than that, only because I think it's going to be a very gradual go live event. I think it's going to be live before you know it. I think it's going to get through the grapevine just like the testnet did. I'm just guessing. Maybe Richard will have a formal announcement. No idea. But I think to prevent people from gaming the system with flash loans and other arbitrage groups, it'll probably be more of a gradual introduction. By the time you are able or aware to get into any of these PRC20s, but particularly PHEX, there'll already be a price point where you can't play the games on that.
Interesting.
Now, there's a few things here to discuss also around these price points and why I don't think EHEX is going to linger at a low price point. I've already said before, I'll change to red here, you've got the share payout, you've got the hex per T share. If everybody goes and dumps and runs, it's going to raise that in the ETH pair, the EHEX token. Now, I understand there might be some bigger stakes coming in, as we've seen in recent weeks, where there's millions of hex pushed out 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, and that will reduce the amount of the payout, but that always can change and be in flux as well. But if the retailers are moving over here, what's going to likely happen is they're all just being short-sighted, saying, oh, it's the gas, and yeah, gas is a problem. But what's going to happen when you have EHEX, write it down here. I don't know that many people have thought about this. And I'm just going to say again, 10 cents. And you've got PHEX, not going to bother changing the colors here, at $1.50. Well, somebody's going to see the light bulb go off, and they're going to say, wait a minute, even with the high gas fees, I can get a significantly higher, bigger bag of hex on the ETH chain, and maybe what I'll do is just take that bigger quantity and stake it out accordingly so I don't get nuked with gas. And I'll still participate in the Pulse Hex ecosystem, but look at the deal I can get on Hex over here. It offsets the cost of the gas by a tremendous amount. I mean, the gas is a problem, but when you're talking about something that's maybe 15x more here, people will go and start revisiting the EHEX token at that price. So I don't expect it to linger here very long if it even gets that low. Personally, I doubt it'll even get down to 10 cents, but I'm just using this for, an exaggerated example. So what's very likely to happen, let me switch my color again, bear with me here. Because just in case, these NFTs, we got the Bored Apes, pretty soon we're going to have the Bored Pep, so we can have some, maybe they'll go for like 100,000 each someday. We're going back to black. I think we'll have a point of convergence where perhaps these both hit $1.50. And again, I'm just pulling these numbers out of the air. And then we'll have some kind of fluctuation where they may not always run completely at parity or in parallel, but they'll be close enough where, there's enough economic activity in both chains, just probably different strategies.
So he's essentially saying that if EHEX gets undervalued and drops right back down low, people will be incentivized to just go and stack, like bulk up on EHEX and just say, well, who cares if we're going to spend a bunch of money on gas? It's so cheap to buy. That's his theory. I don't know if I see it that way, because if that was the case, you would have had all those people would have been buying when it was at 10 cents. It's currently at about 42 cents, which people are telling us is still very, 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 very low, right? Like, what about when Hex is like at $100? These days of 40 cents and 50 cents is just going to seem like that was the golden days, right? But wouldn't that have already happened by now? Or is he saying because of PHEX and because of the Pulse.Chain and because of the marketing and getting it out there and everybody talking about it, myself included, there's going to be a whole bunch of new crew that are going to be like, well, bugger the new one, forget PHEX, let's just go back to EHEX, it's super cheap. Yo, Press Charles with the follow. Yo, Press, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow.
Around the staking system. Because again, the contract code here, you have to remember, there is no difference in the Hex contract code. None. It is immutable code. It's forked, it's copied and pasted exactly as it is. So there's no different game theory as far as the
Are we sure of that?
code functionality on the Pulse.Chain than there is on the ETH chain. It's strictly just gas prices. Now, I'll qualify that by saying there's very likely going to be some Easter eggs on the Pulse.Chain and the Pulse network infrastructure that don't exist on the Ethereum network. And there's been hints around that. I would say one that comes to mind would be possibly a shorting platform. Richard said numerous times he would love to give the haters an option to short Hex. Another thing here, and this is a reason why I think the price probably won't linger too long down in the dumps if it does tank, is that the haters of Hex, as there are still quite a few, the big influencers and some of the gatekeepers, they would love nothing more than to see Hex get nuked on ETH, because they would run with that and get as much press as they could. Now, we all know that any press is good press, right? It will bring people to the ecosystem, but nevertheless, these people would just love to say, look at Richard screwed you, look, and they would just ignore Pulse.Chain, because either they don't know about it or they'll just gatekeep it out of their reporting, because everybody just knows mostly of ETH. So that's one other reason the big participants, people with the deep vested interest, probably wouldn't want to see the ETH Hex, eHex token be completely destroyed in value. I think it's a little extreme to think too that this scenario would happen where it just stays there and dies away. I don't know. But on the Pulse.Chain, I have a high suspicion that Hex will be quite successful there. And again, eHex running close in parity at some point. Now, what's the big takeaway from this? The big takeaway for me is there's only one strategy that really works. Because if you try to game the system and think about, well, what if Bill and Bob and Joe and Amy do this, and what if this group does that, and the God whale comes in, or another whale comes in, or there's a shark attack, or there's a kraken, or all this kind of crap, or turtles start to get armored, and all this kind of thing. It gets a little nuts. You'll drive yourself crazy trying to beat this short-term volatility. My strategy is very simple. It's to keep accumulating dollar cost average, as I've been doing since the beginning of this, and hodl. Why hodl? I don't mean hodl dog, even though hodl dog is the man. Mad props to hodl dog. But hodl because in a year's time after this particular event takes place, I think you'll see Hex on both chains at price points, even if you say have $2 eHex, and again, just saying whatever, and maybe you have $2.20 pHex. Some of you might think it'll be higher, some whatever. Point is this: once the market settles down and stabilizes, and people start to realize the game theory, the use case, that the ecosystem is still fully functional on both networks, and also ETH 2.0 when that comes out, if Pulse alleviates some of the gas pressure on ETH already, because if the NFTs migrate over to Pulse.Chain, that alone might help reduce some of the heavy gas on ETH. And then when ETH 2.0 eventually does come out with proof of stake, I don't think it's going to be as efficient as Pulse.Chain, but it will likely reduce down the fees to where you may not have to be as concerned about stakes on ETH as you currently are today. So if you have these two price points here, and then let's just for fun, just to talk about Pulse, let's say you've got your 1 penny Pulse at that point in time, okay, just for fun there. And you very well might have all of these come to fruition, but it'll be a little ways out. It's not going to be right here in this particular event. I don't think so. It's the hodl strategy. So if you're staked out and you just build your ladder according to your needs, and you're patient and you delay gratification and you just let the ecosystem grow and flourish and let all the traders and the short timers wash themselves out. I mean, we saw it today.
Good point.
We had a guy
It's a good point. That's how this system is designed to work. If you can delay the gratification, hold off, wait, don't trade, just let them do their thing, then you will have the reward later.
Who dumped $1 million worth of Hex, or nearly $1 million, and put like $800,000 into Shiba coin because Elon Musk posted his dog or some dog like a Shiba dog on Twitter, and then bought some other meme coins. All this junk. You see people chasing the hype trains. They do it all the time. They're going to continue to do it because that's human nature. But if you have a hodl mentality, which I understand is not exciting, it's kind of like watching the grass grow sometimes. But you go do something else in life and you come back and you have your stakes planned out. Wouldn't you like to realize price points at or around this? Or just stability, regardless of what the price is, even if it's just 50 cents in each chain. The stability of all of these, extreme volatility moves have pretty much washed out because of these events. The volatility driven by the fork and these types of events. How nice would it be to just be able to watch your staking ladder, build it accordingly, think about things dynamically, and not have to sit here and try to drive yourself crazy over what everybody else is going to do. That's my personal strategy on this. You do whatever you want. No financial advice, just my opinion. Like I said, I'm just a friendly neighborhood pleb. So take care, everybody. Hope that was helpful. We'll see you next time.
A friendly neighborhood pleb. So we do have one other video here. Pulse.Chain prediction. 250 to 100 to 1,000 time gains. This is by a channel called Crypto Ninja. Let's see what he's got to say. Any earnings or income statements or earnings or income examples are for illustration, spelled correctly, illustration purposes only. There is no assurance or guarantee that you'll do as well as you could make more, less, or nothing with crypto. Wow, that's, you want to spell check and punctuate that properly, dude.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Joseph, aka the Crypto Ninja, coming to you live from Tropical Beach Paradise. Now, guys, today I want to give some updates about PulseChain.com and this amazing project by Richard Hart that's all about forking Ethereum and making it cheaper and way faster for super ultra low cost fees and super fast transactions. Now, without further ado, guys, I want to talk about how this could be the next biggest once in a lifetime chance opportunity, to become a millionaire, multi-millionaire. Okay, forget the 5-figure player club, forget the 6-figure player club. All right, we're talking about that one home run hit that's gonna change your life forever and dramatically. Guys, this Pulse chain, not only are you gonna make astronomical gains, but you're gonna be able to stake this token and earn passive cryptocurrency. And if you get in early and you get enough Hex with this example that I'm showing you, or Hex with getting this Pulse chain with the amounts that I'm showing you, you guys are going to be able to earn a ton of passive income. And most people, when they're retired, they have passive income coming in from either, an investment of like a retirement, like an IRA or something like that, where they have to wait and they have to work all their lives to, earn that passive income. Now with this, guys, it's a shortcut to success if you have some money to throw in the game and you're willing to take a risk, okay? Because a lot of people, they don't have enough money to throw into this. They don't want to take a risk. They'll say it's a scam. They have a bad attitude. They've never done any research. They're lazy. They're negative minded. They never look into it. What happens? Within 2 years, they miss it. Richard Hart's previous project Hex has done about an 8,000x in US dollar value, okay? And that's not even including the staking gains, guys. So this is a very exciting project. I did talk about it on my channel a while ago. I haven't made a video lately because I had been inspired to do a video, but now I have been inspired once again about PulseChain. And I've done a video about it before, but in this video I'm going to go over some different amounts of my price prediction for it and how much money it would cost you to become a millionaire. Now, if you are smart and you're an action taker,
you're going to actually put a figure down here as to what you would need to spend. Wow, that's interesting.
And you saw my video back in the day when this came first hit the sacrifice phase, or you saw someone else's video sacrifice phase, and you took that leap of faith with a sacrifice and you sacrificed your cryptocurrency, then you should pat yourself on the back and go get some drink and some.
I sacrificed my XRP.
smoke or whatever it is you do for fun, or reward yourself with something, because your future self is going to thank you very much for that. And I just want to give you guys some updates on PulseChain.com that I came across on my Twitter feed. Okay, the testnet is up and running, guys. I'm sure a lot of people that have been researching Pulse.
Looks like a December launch for PulseChain. So that would put me October, November, December. I'd still be okay with that 6 weeks. Just looking at this tweet, Hex Champ. Looks like a December. Oh, wow, there's a tweet. 2 months of testnet for Pulse Dev Chat. 2 months of test. That's perfect. That works out well. I mean, we've still got most of October and then all of November. That'll definitely get my 6 weeks done with this COS stakeout stuff.
Then they know that, or they're following this project. But there's people that are new. Like, I talked to my friend today, he had no idea about PulseChain. Also, I ran into this guy at the smoke shop that I met today, super cool dude, and he's like, yeah, I'm into crypto. He had a Bitcoin ATM machine. Yeah, and I started talking to him, and he's like, well, what coins do you have? And I told him, like, just some regular coins, not all of my coins. And then
I'm just gonna pause that and have a look at the Hex. Where's my Brave browser? Did that close down too? Did it? It did, didn't it? Twitter. Okay, that sucks that shut down. But anyway, I'm gonna just have a look at Twitter for what's his Hex Champ. Let's go back over here. Oh no, here we are. Hex Champ. Make this larger. Twitter. Because I haven't seen this yet myself, and I want to see what they're actually talking about in terms of Hex Champ. Was that what it was? Hex Champ? Yeah, day one. Hex Champ. So this tweet here looks like a December launch for PulseChain. Exciting. I'm going to give this guy a follow as well. 2 months of testnet from Pulse Dev Chat. Hi all. With the testnet finally up and running, I just wanted to relay a message from the Pulse Dev Chat. They're expecting at least 2 months of testnet before the mainnet is launched. These dates are obviously loose estimates, but please don't have expectations of 1 week or even 1 month. This will take longer, and for good reason. Quality takes time, and it's better to not rush something like this. Let's remind ourselves that other projects such as Cardano took 5 years before anything was remotely available. In that perspective, we are spoiled with the rate of how things are progressing, and we would rather have a quality, thoroughly tested product than a bug-filled network that will be RCC's new laughingstock. Right, credit. So don't expect launch of mainnet to be any time before December 2021. This information was quoted from Shane, the main developer of PulseChain. Awesome. Stoked on that. Absolutely stoked on that. Perfect.
I started talking about PulseChain and Hex, and he had never heard of either one of those projects. And I said, well, you really want to get into PulseChain? I said, you could become a millionaire, with very little money. Now, these numbers that I came up with, these are my price predictions, anywhere from 250x all the way up to 1000x and beyond. Okay, I think the 250x is very conservative, and like the OGs in the chats for PulseChain and Hex, they've been saying about 250x on the low end. So you could become a potential millionaire if you guys had sacrificed back like on the first day, because that's going to give you the max amount of points via that's how many coins. You're going to get a lot more coins for people that got in early. Guys, remember, usually when you're late to the party on anything, you're always going to pay more, guys. That's just how it works in cryptocurrency. It's going to keep happening, all right? So,
hate it how YouTubers do that. Guys, just know this, guys.
If you want to get in now, the PulseChain, you can go to that website, the PulseChain.info or PulseChain.com. Yeah, it's on Richard Hart's page. Guys, always get the official links from Richard Hart's Telegram, okay? They're all there, okay? Guys. But here's the examples, guys, and like I said, I'll keep all the links below in the description if you're new to this, because, I mean, a lot of people are coming into cryptocurrency today, guys, and they don't know how to become a millionaire. They want to
I can't get past it, guys.
Become a millionaire, and maybe they're chasing scams, or they're getting scammed, they don't have a lot of money. Guess what, guys? They might put a little bit of money into something other than Pulse, some shit coin, some Dodge coin times 1,000, whatever, all those shit coins that keep coming out. They lose all their money. Now they quit cryptocurrency. They call it a scam. So if they found out this video and they got away from that shit, and they had, you know, they can delay their gratification and they don't sell as soon as they buy it, you know, they hold it on to it for, you know, 6 months or a year or longer, and just sell some profits on the way up, and they could change their lives, guys. So you can see right here, for a 250x, you could become a potential millionaire with only $4,000 investment, guys. Okay, if we get a 500x, we're talking $2,000 invested, okay, or sacrificed. And for 750x, we got $1,333, and this one's crazy, guys. Put in $1,000 and you 1000x your investment, and you become a millionaire off of $1,000, guys. So guys, it doesn't take a ton of money to become rich and wealthy and set for life,
guys.
But what it takes is risk, you know, brains researching this stuff and learning about it. I've talked to a lot of people on the street, people I run into, and I go, do you do cryptocurrency? And they're like, no, it's too complicated. And I'm like, you just got to go online and like learn this stuff, guys. You know, it's not hard. Like once you get it, it's kind of like learning a language at
How about you learn to not use the word guys so much? That'd be harder.
First, because there's a lot of terms and whatnot. But that's what keeps a lot of people from getting rich in this space, guys, is because the knowledge of the basic stuff that they got to know, like the security and like setting up your accounts, your wallets, the trading in and out of the stuff. Where do I get this information? There's a lot of stuff.
Fanfreak, why is there a correlation between not owning crypto before buying Hex and you need to own ETH to get it? Why is there a correlation between not owning crypto before buying Hex? What exactly does a correlation mean? Correlation. A mutual relationship or connection between two things. Why is there a connection between not owning crypto before buying Hex? To answer that, why is there... Are you suggesting that there is a correlation, or are you saying that this guy's making the correlation? I mean, just speaking from my own knowledge or from my own interactions, I did have, at the beginning of this stream, I mentioned that I had a conversation with someone who asked me, you know, straight up, what can I get involved in crypto? What would you recommend? And I said, dude, just research Hex, research Richard Hart, and research PulseChain. That's someone who has no correlation with crypto, no correlation with anything. So, I mean, why is that there? I don't know. I guess in a nutshell, in a very simplistic way of looking at it, everybody wants to be rich, right? Everybody wants to be wealthy and be happy and content. And so when there's a proposition that comes your way that quite literally offers you this opportunity, most people are going to take it, even if it means in learning about something new. Most people talk about Hex, do not own crypto before they got into Hex. Ah, right. Yeah, okay. I mean, and you need to own ETH to get it. Yeah. You need to have ETH. You don't need ETH. You just need some crypto to you need an on-ramp, right? You need a fiat on-ramp. You need to be able to put your cold hard cash and convert it. Use Exchange Now. It's easiest. So Vanfreak, I don't know if that's a fact. Most people who talk about Hex did not own crypto before they got into Hex. I can't speak on that. I mean, you could say, but think about it, Gibbs. All the people you watch, did you watch them before this kind of Hex bubble thing happened? No, I didn't. I didn't know any. I watch all the Discourse Syndicate stuff, including the Joker stuff. Got to put up with that guy. I knew about him before Hex, though. But yeah, fair point. So I know all those guys, and I don't know if they were involved before Hex. On that same note, though, it's worth investigating, if we're going to go down the correlation avenue, why are so many, not so many, but why are there many crypto gurus that are completely against Hex? I think that's a better question, right? Like, if forget that newbies come in and get enticed and they're here. Forget that. What about the ones that are the prescribed or so-called gurus that are saying, I don't think you should touch this? That's probably more of an intriguing question. And I'm thinking about someone in particular, someone like BitBoy Crypto, who I do watch, and I have watched for quite some time since I got into crypto, which was before Hex, only just though, but you know the history. But BitBoy Crypto is strange because he has interviewed Richard Hart. He's had Richard Hart on the show a few times. He cuts himself off when BitBoy Crypto starts talking about, you know, the things that are popping and the things that are majorizing and this and that, all the news for the day or for the week or whatever. And if Hex is in there, he will start talking about it, and then he'll almost do like a 180 where he's like, I'm not going to talk about it. You know what I feel about it. Yes, Richard did give me a bag of Hex and it is going very, very well. I'm not going to talk about it though. That's kind of strange, right? Like, he was given Hex and he staked it, and his stakes are going off like everybody else's stakes. And his slogan is, if you want to learn about earning money in crypto, this is the guy. I'm BitBoy Crypto, here to learn about earning money in crypto. He's literally earning money in crypto. The crypto is called Hex, yet he cuts himself off and he won't talk about it. And I just wonder what that is like. Why would he not want to share that and say, hey, look, a lot of different information out there about this. Here's my situation. Richard gave me some bags of Hex. I staked them in and they're worth a lot right now. Like, one of the bigger earners is my Hex right now, but he doesn't. He's like, he backs up. It's weird. Hey, I don't get it. Dalesky, many Hex investors are new to investing. Price point and hype mostly. Hex was super cheap recently. This is true. It's only recently gone up to like 40 cents, which people are saying that's still super cheap, right? Hexicans talk about Hex as a coin, and it's rather just a smart contract that distributes tokens. I mean, if you want to get into the weeds of it, you can talk about that about anything though. Like, Bitcoin is a similar thing, right? It's a store of value. If you're going to go deep into it, I mean, they're all just numbers on a screen. Ultimately, none of them are an actual coin. If you're going to go down that avenue, what I do, peeps? He put in $100 early, stone in a glass house, like my $3 stake. I don't know if he did that. I know he was given. I know he was gifted Hex. All crypto competes with all other crypto. Everyone wants to focus on their favorite. I mean, I can speak to that because that's quite literally what happened here on these crypto streams at the beginning. And I felt like when I got introduced, so just, by the way, can I just close my door? It's now getting a little cold. Let me just close this. So my story, and to do it pretty quickly, I don't want to go too deep into it, but the super quick version of this story is I started looking into crypto simply because there was a lot of fear about DLive going belly up and disappearing. And to be completely frank, on a side note, that is still a big concern with me, that DLive is dead and dying, and it's going to devalue. And so there was a point where you guys might or might not remember, but BTT was mooning, and BTT is what I've been earning by streaming on DLive, or what I used to earn. You don't earn it anymore. Anyway, that's a side story, but so I had a big bag of BTT. I think I had about 13 million. Was that right? I got 1 mil left. I think I had about 13, maybe a little more. Either way, I remember the dollar amount, but I think it was 13 million. Anyway, there came a point where it was like, dude, you should cash that out, right? You should get that out of the system and run, because the system, it's going to disappear. DLive is over, right? So there was at the same time as this happening, DLive announced a campaign called Crypto Superstar. Now what that is, and I am one right now, what that is a streamer on DLive who dedicates X amount of time to look into cryptocurrency. And the way I saw it was, it's another tier level, right? I'm very. This is why Hex and hodling works for me, because I'm very good at looking at things like, I'm German, right? I'm very good at looking at things like a system, like a level Jerry, right? Keeps leveling up or whatever. So I'd already gone from streaming to affiliate to verified partner, and obviously I was looking towards global partner, but realistically I don't see that ever happening. But I did see that this crypto superstar is another level, another thing to achieve, right? I'm a Lino blockchain founding member, and I thought, you know, another level, another thing to focus on, which is keeps me satiated, right? Like keeps me pumped up with these levels. So I started doing cryptocurrency streams, and it was becoming very clear that maybe right now is the time to get your BTT out. And so I did. Now, sold that out for 37,000. I'm sorry. I traded it for Bitcoin and a few other things, mainly Bitcoin. And Dale, this is coming your way, boy. Pull up your chair and get cozy, because I'm going to slam you. At the time, I held off for 1 week on the advice of Mr. Dale Bold in the chat. He said, it's a very volatile market, Gives. Never buy when it's high. Always buy a dip. And I was saying, I think 37,000 is pretty much the limit here. We're not going to get any lower than that, right? It's gonna be going up from there. The week after when I bought it, it was at 42,000. So I missed out at that point. But to be fair and credit to Dale, my words were wrong. Bitcoin, I said that we're never going to see 37 again. It's only going to go up from there. Dale said, no, that's wrong. It will come back down. Now, it didn't. It went up, and then it went right back down to about 29, I think, 28,000. So I bought in at 43,000. Now, there's two things at play here, right? There's two big things at play here. The first big thing is that cryptocurrency is volatile. Big concern, right? I was new, still wet on behind the ears, didn't really get that. Suddenly I'd accumulated a whole bunch of BTT from streaming on DLive. Didn't know what it was, didn't really care, had it all. I thought, and I looked at it and thought, this is my only chance in life, because I don't have the disposable income, right? I don't have the disposable income. I thought this is the only time that I'll ever be able to get involved in cryptocurrency, get in on Bitcoin right now. BTT was mooning. Great time to do it. Had I have not done that, I gave it that weak barrier, I gave it the bold barrier. I gave it the bold barrier for a week, and that's to you, Dale, by the way. That's only a water, though. Let me be clear, no vodka. I gave it the week, and when it went up to 43 or whatever it was, I was like, nah, I'm buying it. I bought in. Now, the other thing that's at play, the other big factor, the volatile market, the other big factor is not only did Bitcoin go up and then back down, but let's not forget BTT mooned and then returned to Earth. So if I didn't do what I did when I did, I would not have got the amount of Bitcoin I got, because BTT rocketed right back down. The space shuttle glided back to Earth. It was up there for a while, and I got in. And I'm very, very thankful I did it when I did, because about a week or a week and a half after, oh, you know what it was? It was bloody old mate Elon, right? Elon bought 1.5 billion Bitcoin, and the whole market popped because of that. It wasn't just Bitcoin that went up, the whole market went up, including BTT, BitTorrent token. So I was like, okay, this is the time that I'm doing it. I'm taking that out. Had I have not done that, what's BTT's worth jack shit these days, right? It's gone right back down. So I saw a scenario, DLive dying and no one really giving two hoots about it, which is still the case. It's worse now. We've gone on from that months, and it's never, dude, that was almost a year ago and it hasn't got any better. That's a side spiral. Everything was pointing in the direction to get some Bitcoin under your belt, and I did. And I'm thankful for that. And that's how I began my cryptocurrency trip. But within the first 3 weeks of streaming cryptocurrency streams once a week, on one particular day, every hexagon you could imagine came in my chat. And I got absolutely swarmed by these very enigmatic cryptocurrency lovers, which at the time they were big on, Discourse Syndicate was big on DLive, right? They've now since left because they can on-ramp elsewhere, but they were big on DLive. And they saw me as a cryptocurrency streamer and me as new to crypto. And they were like, dude, you have to get in on this. Get in on Hex. What the hell's Hex? Go for it. Tell me. Explain. They did. Not only that, they donated Hex to me. The Hexicans on-ramped me by gifting me around about $300 worth of Hex in totes. I did take some of my leftover BTT. I kept 1 million. I did take a bunch of that and converted it to Hex. And I put that down to the tune of about $330. So this is clear as it can come, right? Before big payday last November, before the big payday, which you Hexicans will know what that is. Those that haven't got on Hex yet will be like, what was big payday? Oh, damn it, I missed it. You missed it. It's a thing that's passed. Either way, I was in just before big payday. $330. I made my staking ladder. And I was like, you know what? I'm really, really good with this. I can wait 15 years. All fine. No worries. Just chill. Back to normal content. The Hexicans didn't like that though. They kept coming back, yelling at me. Keep doing Hex, man. Keep going Hex, 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 Hex. I'm like, and this goes to the point, which is what Vanfrick asked. Why do you see Hex streamers that have never had crypto before? It became pretty clear, and this is sad, right? It became pretty clear that the Hex community or the Hexicans did not want me to do anything else except Hex. No streams on anything, just talk about Hex. And I was like, but 3 weeks ago when I started this crypto run, I wanted to learn about cryptocurrency as a whole, not just one particular coin. Of course, BTT was big because it's on DLive, but I wanted to learn about everything. So you guys kind of popping off was rad, and I really appreciate you donating the Hex to me. That was really kind, and I did what you told me. I staked it 555, made a little ladder. I'm all for that. But with all respect to you guys, I want to learn about other things. And unfortunately, this is kind of sad. One of the guys that I really do admire and do look up to in the Hex community is RG3, right? The man behind Discourse Syndicate. He's great streamer, great personality, great speaking voice, great presentation. He made a bit of a jab, sort of a side jab at me, if you like. It was really sad. It was someone else came in the chat and said, oh man, you should look to learn about Dogecoin. I was like, oh, I thought it was Dogecoin. I was like, Dogecoin, okay, cool, we'll look at Dogecoin. And then so that was before Elon did his thing. And we were looking at Dogecoin. We did a stream where we looked at Dogecoin. And I think either I hosted Discourse Syndicate or somebody sent me a link or something, but I did see RG3 kind of slagging it off. He was like, oh, Gives a Minute's now looking at Dogecoin. They got him looking at Dogecoin. I mean, it's a fucking meme coin. It's a load of shit, right? Fucking, we've got this guy into Hex and now he's going off and looking at Dogecoin. And I was like, that's really sad, hey, because all I want to do is learn about crypto. I didn't know about your coin, Hex, before you guys came in and started telling me to look at it, right? I didn't know anything about it. Just like I don't know about Dogecoin. Some dude came in and said, I'm super new to crypto, right? He came in and said Dogecoin. Okay, let's take a look at it. And then he was saying it's a meme, you know, it's not even worth your time because it's just a meme. And I was like, but if you're looking at it like that, so surface level, your coin is called Hex. I put a Hex on you. Like if you're gonna look at it like that, right? I put a Hex on you. Now I know Hex is short for hexagonal, but if you're gonna go down that avenue where Dogecoin is a meme coin and it's got a dog on it and it's a joke, you could say the same thing about Hex. It's literally a Hex. Would you put a Hex on someone? Hell no. So that was like, For me, that was a bit of a shame. Bit of a elitism. Like, we're only going to talk about one coin, and that's never how I am. Like, I'll take anything in, right? I'll learn about anything. And that's why we've dedicated this stream, last week's stream, and most likely every other stream coming up in the next till December about PulseChain, because I don't want you guys to miss this thing that's happening. And I'm not a one-track hexagon, right? I'm someone that wants you to have an opportunity that I didn't know of, and now I have. I don't want you to say, if it's just going to be hex, then I'm not interested. I want you guys to be involved. I want you guys to learn as I do. And let's not forego anything, right? Let's not put anything aside. Grammy Justice with the follow. Yo, Grammy, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Allow me to explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. Back up in the Chisel chat. Let me just address what I've missed because on that little bit of a ramble. Benon saw a window of opportunity. A recruited salesman. Hendrik is lurking. H-man, D-man. Hexagons wanted you to be an exclusive promoter. I mean, I understand the idea of what they were doing, and I mean, to the tune of $80,000, I'm thankful, right? As it stands, I'm $80,000 richer. Of course, that's staked, but that's the number on my screen. I'm stoked on that. I'm not throwing any shade to the Hex community or to the Hexagons. I'm just concerned at that one particular juncture where someone new coming into this crypto world didn't know anything about either Hex or Doge. And yet the order it came was Hex first and then Doge, and Doge got laughed at. The real shitty thing is that I was about to drop a bunch of coin on Doge, and it went up 47%, right? The next day, or the next stream we came back, someone said, dude, you should have bought that Doge last week. Look at it now. I didn't. Do I regret that? Yep. The reason I didn't buy it, I was told not to. I was told it's a meme coin. It's worth nothing. I missed out. So be it. I'm not missing out again, and you shouldn't either. That's why I'm here doing this stuff. That's why I'm it's not like every week next week I want to look at Gaze token, get that out. Although now we know it's not till December, I guess we got a little bit of time up our sleeve. Interesting. We understand each other, Dale. Thank you, Dale. Timing. Hashtag timing. Yeah, hashtag timing for shizzle. Let's continue watching Crypto Ninja, guys.
Guys, it's a learning curve, but guys,
seriously,
you don't have to be in all
seriously, I did not plan that. I just hit pause and it was on, guys.
these coins. Okay, like I said, it only takes one home run hit to set yourself up for the rest of your life. Okay,
guys.
Now, you might be asking if you're new to this cryptocurrency.
Being Twisted with the follow. Yo, Twisted, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. Dalesky, you can't always win. Chasing that is a mistake. But I wasn't chasing it. That's the point. I didn't even know about it. That if I had have done what was told to me in that stream that week, well, I'll tell you now, that would have been worth a lot of money. I'm not saying I'm trying to chase that again now. I'm just saying the way it happened and the talking out of it that was given to me or sent my way by virtue of how it was discussed, I lost out. So at one point I gained by getting in before big payday on Hex. On the other hand, I lost by not cashing in on that big Doge run. And both of those things to me seemed pretty much the same kind of concept. Something new to me, cryptocurrency. Arguably one is better than the other. That's clear, right? Doge is a meme coin. Aside from old mate Musk putting Doge on the moon, literally, he's going to send some up there, isn't he? There's not a lot that goes on with it, right? Is there? I don't know. Shouldn't he say guys and gals in between? He definitely should. He just imagine he got in trouble. Imagine YouTube cut down on that. Imagine they were like, any video now on our site that just mentions guys isn't inclusive enough. Oh wow, not inclusive enough, and it's gender specific. Wow. Oh dude, can we do this on my YouTube stream on Saturday? Yes, YouTube stream on Saturday. I got to make a note. Let me make a quick note here about this. YouTube, how am I going to remind myself about this? YouTube stream, YouTube retroactively removing videos on their platform where the creator says, and we'll play this one to, we probably won't, we might play it, says guys, because it is gender specific. You can't associate anyone's gender these days, and non-inclusive. Could you imagine if YouTube ever got that lousy? I wouldn't put it past them, eh? How come half of my videos have disappeared? Oh, they're the ones that you just kept saying, guys. What about the girls? And also, you're assuming the viewer's gender at that point, and you're not being inclusive. Get off the platform. You want to go somewhere like BitChute, my friend. Classic. If I had done all my perfect in my life, I wouldn't be here enjoying this. Fanfreak, that's an interesting comment. Where would you be? Ben, you've come a long way in a short time. Keep learning. That's the best comment. Thank you, Dale. As I get bitten on my knee by something. Giggle Pickles, what are you doing down there? Someone's biting my knee. Dale, that's a very, very nice, very kind comment. That's always been the goal here, to learn. Learn as I do. And I want to hit this point just super quick. We'll get back to the video, but someone once came into my stream saying, you shouldn't be doing crypto streams if you don't know yourself. And I'm like, dude, are you a dummy? Like a complete dum-dum? Think about this. We've got the internet here. We can all learn together in real time. If I make a mistake in real time, we've all learned about it in real time. And if I'm about to make a mistake, like trying to send a BEP20 token to an ERC wallet address, someone in the chat can go, oh, hang on a sec, dude, before you do that, just make sure they got to be BEP20s together, right? That kind of thing. And I'm like, are you serious? This comment, are you seriously saying that I shouldn't be doing this because I'm learning myself? This is the greatest thing about the internet. This is the greatest thing about live content. We're here literally engaging one another in real time. You go to the library, you get a book, you take that book off the shelf, you read it. The moment you stop reading it, there's no more interaction, right? You don't put that book down and it keeps reading to you. Audible does. For 5% off, go to audible.com/givesAminute. Don't, that's not a thing. But what I'm saying is, here, it's literally a two-way street, whereas everywhere else, it's a one-way street. So, this gentleman, or this person, this handle, sorry YouTube, this handle's telling me I can't do crypto streams because I'm still learning myself. It seems like such an antiquated, ridiculous notion, and that guy can... out of there. Chat is such a limited form of communication. Misunderstandings are all too common. Yeah, this is true too. Gibbs understood my comment perfectly, right on point. Did I, Hendrik? Oh yeah, shouldn't he say guys and girls? I'm doing a stream about that on YouTube. That's my stream on Saturday. Alex, hiya. Hello, Alex. How you doing, man? Sharing it all makes it special, in my opinion. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bill West, tired and meaningless buzzwords such as sustainability, inclusion, which is only implemented when legally, financially, or politically expedient. Hello, Bill. Coming in with a banging comment. Is that a question, a statement, or just like, are you in the wrong chat? What's going on, dude? Let's continue with old mates, guys.
Or you're new to my channel, you don't know much about Pulse, you're really like, why would I want to do that, you know?
Guys.
Okay, and I'll give you some reasons why you want to do that. Okay, I can point at least 5 out right now. Okay, so number 1 is the creator is Richard Hart. Okay, and this guy has a proven track record, guys. His previous coin,
guys,
okay, it did 8,000x in USD value gains. Okay, that's pretty impressive. Okay. Number
guys.
2, it solves the scaling problem for ETH. Can't type today very well.
Sharing is caring. Trusky. But this goes back to the two-way street thing. Like if you don't know something and you go and watch a video, you're getting passive learning, right? Like this is just coming at you from the screen. It's like the same thing with the book. Like you're just getting it when you're there. If you can talk with people and engage people and bring up questions that, heavens forbid, you might not have even thought of, right? What about that? Like you're learning with somebody else, and therefore it's not just one mind, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 57 minds that all have maybe got a question to ask. That's you've upped the potential of learning by 57x at that point, because someone else might want to learn something that you didn't even think you would need to learn. So this idea of not doing it is just so comical. And I was like, no worries, dude. Go back to your actually, I won't slam them too hard, but
for ETH. Okay, it's gonna be cheaper and faster fees.
That's not how you spell scaling.
Okay, that's huge, guys, because I hate using ETH. It's like $50, $100 for one transaction, you know, and I'm a trader and I'm getting in and out of the markets, and that adds up a lot, guys. So
there's one thing to be said about these ETH fees. Longer pays better. No one should have been worrying about the fees if we're all staked long. If we're all staked 5555, who gives a rat's about the fees? Valid point.
If you're trading on Pulse, say you're a crypto trader, day trader, you're getting out of the markets, or you just want to, you know, get a different coin, decentralized. Guess what, guys? You don't have to
Van Freak, I hate ETH. Started using ETH last year. This guy, is that what you're saying? So he's new to crypto, right?
pay 50 or $100 every time. So that's huge. Okay. Number 3. Okay, this coin has Hex community. Okay. They have the Hex community that knows all about this project, and they're going to want to get on it. Why? Because they know, like, and trust Richard Hart. There have been tons and tons of people in Hex that have become multimillionaires from very tiny amounts of money. Okay? And this is the best community, guys. It's a huge community, and it's extremely passionate. I really strongly believe it's like the best community in cryptocurrency. And that's what you need for a base and an amazing gains in coin. Okay, that's huge. All right, that's huge. The community, guys. Okay, and then another reason is the staking. Okay, and if you're new to cryptocurrency and you're like, what's staking? It's basically, guys, where you just lock up your money on this crypto site, the PulseChain or whatever, or you just lock it up for.
Wasn't Hex a scam? It's been called that. Okay, guys, that's the counselor at South Park, right? I'm on the South Park bandwagon 20 odd years too late, but yeah, okay, guys, that guy, yeah.
A week, a month, a year, whatever. And by you locking up your cryptocurrency that you cannot buy or sell, you get paid rewards, guys. So you're going to be earning interest off of your principal of your Pulse, okay? And that equals passive income. Okay, my channel is all about passive income, guys.
Community is most important. To now ask, what kind of community does Richard Hart hang out in? Richard Hart doesn't really hang out with people, does he? I'd rather put my money in Gives token. Van Frick, we were going to do that. I was gonna take some of my earnings of these like different coins and then make a coin, but I think I want to go all in on Pulse at this point. Comtech was going to help me through that process of setting up the Gives coin. I think I'm gonna hold that off, and I'm gonna just go in with Pulse. Okay.
Yeah, I've been talking about passive income for a long time on my channel, and passive income equals financial freedom. Okay.
How long has this channel been around for? Crypto Ninja. $2012. Okay. Videos sort by oldest. 1 year ago. 1 year ago. He's been talking about this for ages on his channel.
What everyone wants at the end of the day. They don't want to go to some lame job, you know, working a 9 to 5 and have to work, trade their time for money. No, guys, what you do with this is you find a crypto coin once in a lifetime offer, and you find something that's going to make these amazing astronomical gains with huge financial upside. And then you can stake it at the same time, so as the value is going up, your principal is increasing, your net worth is increasing, but you're earning this passive income. And if you have enough of these Pulse coins, you could be earning like what people earn when they're retired and like after working for 40 years or whatever. Okay? Or if you live like in a certain country, if you're like a digital nomad and you live in a different country, then you don't have to work, guys. You can do what you want. You know, a lot of these countries, you only need $1,000 to $2,000-3,000 a month to live like a king. You know, and with this Pulse, that's a very small amount of money, guys. And to some people, that's a lot of money. But I'm telling you guys, this is an amazing coin that's coming out. Very excited about it. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. One other thing, if you are new to crypto and you don't know what you're doing and you just want to get like in a better space and you want to grow better and need some extra help, check out my 100x crypto blueprint, guys. You know, I've helped people, you know, 100x their crypto. I have millionaires in my group, people that have become millionaires from my advice, have changed their lives. And guys, you can find a lot of information online for free about cryptocurrency. You might say, oh, why would I need a course? Well, hear me out, guys. If you get my
I wonder if he says guys in his course.
Training, you're going to be around like-minded people that are successful like me, and you're going to learn the basics and all the pitfalls in cryptocurrency, guys, because it's a learning curve. Like I said, it's a class, it's a school. You know, you get in here, and you know, this is self-education, guys. With this self-education behind my course, you become a multimillionaire. You don't need to go to college and get in debt. You don't need that bullshit, guys. I've always been self-made, self-paid. So if you come into this, you might be asking, like, well, what am I getting? How to 100x your cryptocurrency, okay? So I have access. You're going to have access to all of our investment gems and long-term holds, access our trading course to help you earn $100 to $1,000 daily. Guys, do that every day, too. On the exchanges, I'll show you how to set all that up. But that's manual, that's work. You know, you have to work for that, but I don't work like all day doing that, so it's cool. I just scalp the markets and get in and out. You're going to get access to our VIP Telegram channel, access to weekly updated content in the members area, access to priority support and one-on-one help when needed, and access to my crypto education library. Since I've been creating it since like 2017 in the jungles of Cambodia, and I've actually been adding a lot of content to that. So that'll speed your learning curve.
What you can't, or you can just see it. It's $200. This course at the bottom there, 30 days, $200.
And then you can, as soon as you know what you're doing, you can wrap your head around all this.
Let's just walk out of that at that point. In the chat though, as with all investing, knowledge is power. Ignorance will bite you hard. Yeah, right on, Dale. Listen to him, not financial advice. That's legalized for covering your ass from a scam or from a lawsuit. Yeah, I mean, so at that point, I wanted to watch that just to see what his take on this is. I mean, as it stands, we're at a point where I would suggest we all have the opportunity to do something here. I'm not saying go and take out a loan and get in on this. I'm not going to do that. What I am saying though is, and I've been saying this for a long time, if you do have access to any, you might have been, I've been telling you about Gaze TV for about a year. If you had been using Gaze TV like I have for a year, uploading 2 videos a day, commenting and interacting with people involved in their staking and airdrops and all that stuff, you'd have about $400. I've got about $400 in Gaze token. At that point, $400 from literally just uploading to a new site, you would have an opportunity to get in on PulseChain at $400 at the very base level. Where that goes from there, who knows? But if $320 on eHex, as it stands today, is worth 80 grand for me, let's wait and see. But I'm just saying, I've got my idea in my head, and now that and this is great sense of relief too. Now that we know that mainnet's not going to be until at least December, I've just set up my vest removal from COS TV. It's going to take 6 weeks in totes to get it all out. Once that's all out, we then go and see what happens with the other COS. We take all the COS together. It's got to go to, well, it doesn't have to go to Binance, but it's a BEP20, so we've got to go from a BEP20 to Hex, probably in change now. And off we go. We start adding that to my. Actually, I was going to show you how much I have. I don't even know. Oh, did that close down? Oh no. Let's go and have a quick look. Let's go to my Metamask wallet here. Let's open up with a series of dots here. I think I've got about 2,000 hex in there. 2,800. So that's the value. The value of my current hex is my liquid hex ready for PulseChain. It's about $1,000 US, 2,890 hex. Got a little bit of ETH there for gas, $30 worth for gas. Got all these shit coins in here that I've used to be very heavily involved in airdrops, and look, I never received any tokens, so I'm not doing airdrops anymore. In fact, I should get rid of all those tokens. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's what I'm trying to show. If you can scrounge together, that's $1,000 worth. I'm pretty stoked with that. Once I've finished adding my Gaze token and my library coin and my COS and my something else, I should have around about $1,500, I guess, in totes. Maybe a little more, $1,600 US for Pulse, and we'll see how that goes. Remember when Lino failed going mainnet? That was the beginning of DLive feeling like a sinking ship. Yeah, true. Yep. And the nail in the coffin for me, the longer this takes, the worse it looks. But if Charles Wayne is gone, and it looks like that's the case since July, right? That looks like the case since July. The longer this goes without anybody at DLive making an announcement that our CEO is gone and we've either got a new one or we're looking for someone, the longer that lasts, the deeper that ship feels like it's sinking. Because there was so much talk about Charles Wayne and there was so much talk about Justin Sun when all this came together. So why is there no talk when he's gone? I'm leaving that up there until I get confirmation from DLive that that Charles Wayne, and probably Justin as well at some point, that Charles Wayne is out. Until there's a notification or a stream or something from DLive saying this happened in July. Sorry we didn't tell you. Sorry we didn't tell you, partners, the ones that represent our brand. I'm sorry we didn't tell you, but yeah, the top guy is gone. Don't start me. Supposedly Bin Bin Deng. Yeah, I saw that. But dude, look, here's the thing. No, look, I'm going to back out respectfully, and we can maybe talk about this tomorrow if you want to call in, but I'm not going to get into it right now. But it's a crying shame that that's the case. It is what it is, though. Folks, that's where we're going to wrap things up here. We do have 42 Yahoos watching the content right now. Who's live on the machines of D who would appreciate a 42 viewer host? I'll let you yahoos decide who that is. And while you're deciding, I want to thank the financial contributions to this content. I do this full time, so I appreciate when you contribute to me. When you look to your own chisel chat, you can clearly see the top contributors to this very stream. Melbourne Doug up there, Rev Jim and Deft Mike. Look at that. Melbourne Doug, Rev Jim, Deft Mike. Thank you so much for the contributions you've made. Very much appreciated. Van Frick, Discord Syndicate. Let's give Discord Syndicate a host. Hell yeah. I'm happy to do that. They don't often stream on DLive though. Discord Syndicate's not live, dude. Oh, was that a joke, was it? You were just kidding, Van Frick? You were kidding because of the RG3 comments before? Dude, that's not... Ah, come on. It's not like that, man. They went offline? Oh, okay. Elfsa. Let's grab Elfsa. Oh, right there. I couldn't even see Elfsa. Hot Mess with BK Johnson. Is that a game? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Gonna put it in here. Hosting. There's gonna be a confirmation button right there, folks. My stream's gonna go offline right now. It's gonna say yada 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 yada. And there's gonna be a little yada 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 yada. And you gotta put da 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 da. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Feel the gives love. See you tomorrow, folks. Cheers.